bring it to the net. We ain't got no.
Let's go.
Cheated. Okay. Let's get back to the days of whatever happened in your household. You know who you pick. You know the guy who you wake up next to him every morning. Same so with the guys.
Let's go.
Right? Like, you know, I seen, you know, obviously this is a different situation.
Y'all know I'm about to break this shit down.
Streamer Izzy Prime, he's over here like,
y'all know I'm about to break it down.
Brother, you know? Obviously, I know he's probably upset. But again, you probably picked a promiscuous one. That's how it is, you know? And I'm not saying this is not the pot calling the kettle black. I take accountability for any situations you've ever seen, okay? As a man, we got to take accountability. Trust and believe, even if you're not in the wrong. But women got to take accountability too. Y'all love
somebody calling
cheaters.
me. Hold on, I think it's the gangster calling me right now.
Beats, that's y'all type.
You know I'm still tapped in with the gangsters.
Hold on. You're attracted to all the niggas. Anyway, if we could get into that a little bit more, I'll play some videos. We'll kind of do.
Hold on. Yo. Yo, I'm on lot. Yo, I'm on stream right now, bro. Give me like an hour. All right, say that. I told y'all I'm tapped in with the gangsters, man. For real. That was, I can't even tell y'all.
Let me see if,
yeah, niggas be, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
This OTFGM stuff.
No cat.
You know, we could cover this stuff.
Ack already asking stuff about it that he don't know nothing about. Okay. Let's get to it.
I gave you the update that P is doing much better. Shout out to P.
Let's get to it. Yo, hit the like button, y'all. We gonna really tap into this, you heard?
Shout out to Gilly. Gilly made a very impassioned video. 6ix9ine, you know, all he could see was the contradictions. I think that was I'm very sensitive to Gilly losing his son. I respect Gilly. I love Gilly. So I'm not trying to.
We gonna really tap into this. You
That's
heard?
the problem with like someone like 6ix9ine because I don't think
he's saying that. Yo, the feds probably told Jam, yo, we need this conviction. They don't do that. The feds do not do that. They don't sit there and say, yo, we need this conviction. They don't do that. They already prepped Jam like 2 or 3 times already. Jam already had a mock trial. You heard? He had a mock trial where they prepped him already. You heard? It don't go like that. You heard? Word up. Like, it don't go like that. Like, I'm about to break this shit down the right way. Like, you feel me? Salute to academics, but he got mad niggas that don't know the feds on his stream.
To that video where 6ix9ine was actually questioning Gilly. His thing was Gilly is turned up saying,
you know, niggas got me blackballed, you heard? Niggas don't want to see me shine.
Dissing other people's dead kids and people who got shot. And when Gilly made the video basically saying his son was a victim of gun violence.
Let's get into it. Y'all know I'm about to break this down the right way.
Compatible. You can't celebrate the same thing.
Hit the like button, y'all. Y'all know I'm about to break this down the right way. Y'all know.
Some sympathy or something else. I don't think Gilly wanted sympathy. I think he was sending a message. We could talk about it. 50 and Rick Ross, they're still going at it, y'all.
Y'all know I'm about to break this down.
They ain't stopping at all. Rick Ross.
Look.
By the way, just to let you know, Durk paid me to kill that nigga too. And they're like, whoa. That's
look.
And when he gets to leaning back in the chair, look like
he
does have some expertise with cooperating. Okay. Anyway, he said he told me this actually offline. I'll bring it up, but he was back online. He said, "Yo, Ack." He's like, "Man, these niggas ain't doing no wise for Woody." He said, "Ack, I went to sleep. I slept 2 days in the prosecutor's office, my nigga."
He's lying.
The government. You can't do that with the feds.
He's
lying.
He said
he slept in the prosecutor's office.
I was in jail with 6ix9ine. He's lying. He came back to the house.
Girl not getting to you, somebody. It's over. So, you know, he took the stand infamously. We're going to see a lot of people taking the stand. I expect to be a lot of objections. Because if OTFGM get up there, by the way, I don't know if you ever heard about the demeanor 6ix9ine took. 6ix9ine was a little bit nervous at first when he got up on the stand. Again, we'll call him and ask him about it.
You're going to be nervous.
He gets into his bag. According to the people that were in court in that proceeding, they said 6ix9ine started leaning back in the chair. And when he get to leaning back in the chair, looked like he got his feet up a little bit. They said 6ix9ine was over there dropping 90.
They don't tell you.
You get it.
The feds don't tell you, yo, you got to do this in order to go home. They don't tell you this. They don't tell you that when you cooperating, gang. That's not how it go. That is not how it go. You prep, you do everything, and you just tell the truth. Whatever's the truth to you and your mind, you just tell the truth. Whether Durk win or lose, it does not matter. Jam is still going to get the same amount of time. Vonnie's still going to get the same amount of time. The feds don't give you the time off. They don't tell you, yo, do this, you're going to be going home. No, this is exactly what they say to you. Yo, we can't promise you anything. You're going to get this 5K1 letter, and the 5K1 letter is eligible for you to go under. I'm about to break this whole thing down, bro.
Over 90. The 9-trade trial, they say 6'9" at a point. Leaned back in the chair, and the 6'9" of old came out on the stand. He started cracking jokes. One point they mentioned Jim Jones. They say, yeah, Jim Jones is a rapper, and he says, I guess you could call him a rapper. And he's joking. Everybody's laughing. People are laughing at Jim Jones in court.
Yo, whatever y'all want to know about anything in the federal trials, just put it in the chat.
And he might be nervous at first, but they probably gave him a pep talk this morning. Hey, boy, check this out. If you don't drop 60, kiss freedom goodbye. You done did a lot of murders. A lot of mamas cried. And if you ever want to see the outside of a jail cell again, you better get up there singing. So I think for the first little bit, he's going to be a little bit nervous, but I think he's going to get that job done. He's going to be up there singing. He might even sing extra credit. That's why I said
they don't do that.
Because if he gets up there and said, hey, by the way, just to let you know, Durk paid me to kill that nigga too. And they're like, whoa, that's
they
not,
don't do that.
He's not charged with that. Oh, objection.
They don't do that.
Could we make sure could you strike that from the record? And Judge, could you say a verbal instruction to the jury that they could ignore that prior statement by the witness? That's going to happen. Jam might get up there and start jamming everything up. So we will see. Apparently, they're in court. I believe, I'm not too sure if I think he might be on the stand already. We're going to get into
y'all know I'm about to break this down the best way it could be broken down, bro.
Give you a little bit of...
So hit the like button. If y'all in the spot, hit the like button. We need this live to shoot. Like, for real.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'll give you... we're going to bring on a few people today. Let me see who we're bringing on. We're going to try to get Trenches News. We're going to try to get Mimo. It's important we get Mimo. Mimo is a pro-Durk supporter. And obviously, he's TF2, right? So we'll have him come on. Again, we've been trying to stay away from Dooley. Dooley is actually out there at the courthouse.
Nah, Trenches News know what he talking about because he sat in the federal trial. Trenches News profit before.
G Herbo out there.
So he know what it's like.
There's a video that Keith posted where you could hear that he's covering or he's listened to trial coverage in the background. So... I'm pretty sure Keith doesn't have anything to say.
Let's see if we got some more. Let's see what he's talking about.
Maybe I did.
Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. My bad.
Prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, and if there's reasonable doubt, the judge is going to be instructed. The judge is going to instruct the jurors to vote not guilty.
Not guilty. Any form of reasonable doubt.
You actually.
That's why they say Vonnie is the one that did it.
Just basically give an alibi.
There's no such thing as snitching on a nigga.
How did I say I robbed the store at 8 o'clock? I was balls deep in my bitch on, I don't know, Melrose at some shit, and it's caught on camera by my bedroom cam. I can't be in two places at once. That's called an alibi. Okay? Now, you could also basically argue that there was never a crime committed. Okay? That happens a lot. David's team, in his case, was starting to flirt with that idea. How do I mean flirt with that idea? Well, start flirting with the idea by saying, well, if you guys can't produce a full body, where's the murder weapon? That's where you start getting to those questions. Well, where's the murder weapon? Well, you said he died. Well, the medical examiner says the cause of death was a 223. I don't have...
Yo, look, somebody just said Kha.realityTV breaking this down the best.
So there's many different
somebody
ways.
In his chat said that.
You could just doubt the crime. You could doubt the cause of death.
Somebody in the chat said that.
You got to go in with a strategy. You got to go into court with strategy. You just don't go in there and be like, let's see what's happening now. No, there's a strategy for everything. We saw the strategy with Diddy. The strategy here is that, okay, they're relying on two big witnesses, Jam and Vonnie, to take him down.
Okay.
Jam and Vonnie is being relied upon. And they both admitted that they did the crime. So you know what Durk is going to do? Yo, if y'all looking for the criminals, they're up there on the stand. They're trying to get out of it after they confessed. My clients never confessed. Durk has never confessed. He's never given a statement. Oh, he rapped about it. Well, historically, rappers have rapped about crimes that other people have done.
They're going to say Vonnie was just trying to prove himself to Durk. They're going to say Vonnie was trying to prove himself to Durk. They're going to say Vonnie was so infatuated with trying to get revenge for King Von that he did all that, and he knew that, like, he thought that he would get something from Durk in the future. You get what I'm saying? That's what they gonna say. You heard? They gonna say that. Them niggas prepped already, gang. They prepped. You know what it's like for a nigga to go sit on the stand? It's crazy, gang. The niggas done went to court 30 times already. When you go to court, it's not no regular go to court. Like, you know, anybody that been in jail that's in the chat, you know you go to court, right? As a regular inmate. Them niggas is locked up in snitch jails right now. They not locked up with regular people. They locked up in snitch jails. So when they locked up in snitch jails, they go to court with the federal agents. The federal agents themselves, the real FBI, come and get them for court. They come and get them for court. They don't shackle their hands. You heard? You only get your feet shackled. You go right in a regular car. You be in a regular car, nigga. I done been driving around Brooklyn, nigga, while I'm locked up, nigga. I'm locked up driving around Brooklyn, nigga. I'm telling y'all what's going on. You heard? I done been locked up driving around Brooklyn, nigga, with the feds, nigga. I'm telling, nigga, they will drive you to the old scene of a crime, nigga. If you don't know what's going on, they go, all right, we gonna go there right now. I'm telling y'all what's going on, gang. You heard? They take you, they put you in the V, they ask you what you want to eat. You could get anything to eat, gang. You heard? They give you anything. That's how it go. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm not gonna lie about nothing, gang. I'm not gonna lie about nothing. Whatever happened, happened in the past, you heard? I did what I did, I'm home, that's that. That don't mean a nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to say, oh, he's working. Nah, it ain't working, nigga. It's a difference between a nigga, informant and a nigga that did bad. You get what I'm saying? An informant is a nigga that you got with you that's, oh, this nigga's an informant, meaning I'm getting information, giving it to people. That's what an informant is. These niggas is just regular cooperating witnesses. These niggas is not informants. You can't say Jam turns informant. That's not how it go. It doesn't go like that. Informant is somebody you don't know that's telling. You get me? Let's get into it. You get what I'm saying? We're going to break down all this. Because a lot of niggas really don't know.
The defense team probably sat down and came up with this. One of their best chances of trying to do this is using the alternate theory defense. Okay? So he's not going to fight that there wasn't a crime that happened. He's not going to fight that someone didn't die as a result of gunshots. He's actually not even going to fight that these guys who are on the stand admitting it, maybe they didn't do it. He can't even do that. They already said, we did it. So his way of trying to wiggle out of this is saying, number one, I had no knowledge.
That's what he gonna say.
Number two, let's take all the evidence you guys gave us in discovery and let us reinterpret it and just explain it to the jury that there is no more people in this conspiracy. The conspiracy stops with the people that's on the stand. It's only
Didi and Durk had a chance of beating this. Nobody else has a chance of beating this. The shooters don't got a chance of beating this because his defense lawyers is gonna say that did happen. What Jam and them did, it happened. You heard? That's why it's a little tricky, you heard, but Durk defense, no lie, I was thinking about it yesterday. Durk defense could cook his other code D, that's the shooter, you heard? Durk defense saying, yeah, it happened and all that, like, but he didn't know. That could cook the shooter. But the shooter could get Durk out of it. The nigga that's on trial, that shot, because Jam shot, two of the shooters is telling, and Vonnie telling, you heard? So the other shooter nigga, if he get up there and he be like, yo, I did it, but I didn't get paid. Nobody paid me. It wasn't for no hire. None of that. Dirk didn't know. I never spoke to Durk. I only spoke to Vonnie. Then he could beat it, you heard? That's the only way Durk could beat this case, gang. The shooter gotta say that his defense gotta be, yeah, it happened, but it was never no murder for hire. You heard? And he gonna just basically get life. You get what I'm saying? 50 to life, 40 to life, something like that. That's the only way Durk beat this, you heard? That's most likely what Durk and them gonna do. You heard? Let's get into it.
Okay, so you said you shot him. You said you shot him. You said you bought the guns and the duct tape and this and the third and the gloves. Okay, so our defense is going to be, hey, jury, we're not even saying, we know there's, by the way, Durk's lawyer said that. They admitted that there was a tragic crime that happened. But then they say, according to all the evidence, the people responsible for the shit are the ones who already have confessed. So what are we doing? Let Durk go home, and niggas already confessed. Take them. Okay, so that's his defense. All right, we're going to hop into some early morning updates here and see what is going on.
Hit the like button, y'all. Okay. Let's see what updates they got. We're going to talk about it.
Go. Trap lore first. We got, Trap Diddy.
Son don't know what he talking about. He really thought he was doing a narrative like Durk is snitching. No.
Let's see.
All the real niggas is jacking what Durk did.
Back at the courthouse. Allegedly, OTF Jam is going to be testifying today. It's going to be crazy. Now, look, for me...
The feds is not allowed to talk to you and prep you right before trial, like today.
We obviously saw Brian Steele going absolutely crazy against YSL Woody in the whole, YSL Rico.
This is not nothing like that, bro.
It was absolutely wild. Realistically, YSL Woody being an unreliable witness and getting his credibility trashed...
That's not going to happen today, bro.
...is what basically saved Young Thug. I've always said it. I've said it numerous times.
You don't know what you're talking about. Stop comparing. I'm not even listening to him. He don't know what he's talking about. When he come out of there, he's going to say, yo, Jam was snapped and popped and ready. Jam is going to come in here with a jail suit on. He's not going to have real clothes. Jam is not free. These niggas don't be knowing what they talking about. Jam is not free at all. You heard? Jam is not free. Jam is locked up in the snitch jail. Jam is going to come in there with a jail outfit on. When he come in there with a jail outfit on, they're going to ask him, where is he? He's not going to be allowed to say the exact location that he's locked up in. You heard? I went through it. I'm telling you. I've been in the nigga situation. I've been in the same situation as Jam and Vonnie. I'm telling y'all what's happening. You heard? The nigga Jam is going to be in the same situation. You heard? That's not what's going to happen. Let's hear what else they talking about.
Okay, they're not going to go with one witness. Here's the issue and here's the problem that was for Fulton County. Fulton County, one of the main witnesses that got the RICO kind of drummed up, and even though he probably doesn't like to admit this, was Woody. Woody went up in there, whether it was lying or not, he spun a bunch of tales up in the interrogation.
You can't do that in the feds. These niggas signed cooperation agreements, bro. These witnesses is different type of witnesses, nigga. This is what the feds do. They sign you, they make you admit to every crime you ever did in your life. So when they make you admit to every crime you ever did in your life, when you admit to every crime you did in your life, you cop out to that. When I admitted to every crime I did in my life, I copped out to 40 to life, nigga. 40 years to life. So if you don't hold up your end of the agreement, nigga, they don't give you the letter. Your 5K1 letter is not guaranteed, gang. They're working for their 5K1 letter. You get what I'm saying? So when they on the stand, Brian's still gonna ask them, you doing this to go home, right? They can't say yes. They gotta say, I'm doing this for a 5K1 letter. You get what I'm saying? That's why they're doing this. They're not doing this to go home because there's no guarantee that you go home. The feds don't guarantee that you go home. The U.S. attorneys, the DAs, they don't guarantee that you're going home. They don't tell you you're getting 20 years. They don't tell you you're getting 10 years. They don't tell you you're getting 5 years. That's not how the feds work, gang. Mic drop. Yeah, that's not how the feds work, gang. You heard? The feds do not work like that. The feds do not work like that, bro. Let's get into it. Y'all know I'm about to break this down the best it could be broken down, nigga. I know this more than I know the back of my hand. Real shit. I know this, the Fed law and Fed trial, better than any topic I know in life, nigga, because I've been through it for 10 years straight, waiting to get sentenced, waiting to go sit on the stand, waiting to do this, waiting to do that. I know it, bro. You heard?
Because a lot of people died. They didn't have direct evidence. They were relying on Woody to get this shit off. Now, here's the thing about Woody. Woody basically told him, I'm not doing it. You could just say
you can't do that in the feds. That's not how this works.
Time was running out. So they did the dumbest thing possible.
That's not how this works in the feds.
And he said, also, obviously his lawyers went and said, plead the fifth. And, he doesn't want to incriminate himself. They gave him some wild ass immunity. And when they gave him the wild ass immunity.
My mic messed up. It's all right.
They have no more leverage over him. He just has to testify. Okay? Now, the thing is, he doesn't get graded on his testimony. He just gets graded that he testified.
You don't get graded on your testimony in the feds either. You just can't lie.
You don't get the results.
You can't switch up what you said.
Everybody goes to jail.
You got to say the truth.
Got his immunity deal before.
They get their immunity before
you see what the problem was? So Woody gets to get the piece of paper in his back pocket, get up there and play.
They get the immunity before too, bro. It's just a whole different ball game. Jam is locked up with snitches right now. When these niggas is prepping for trial and all that, they're living with snitches. You got to realize the conditions that they do. You're not living with regular niggas that's not telling. So once you start telling, they put you in a snitch jail. When you in the snitch jail, they give you all types of food. Niggas playing video games. You getting different types of visits. You getting anything. You getting so much different, you know, stuff. You getting so much different privileges. The snitch jail is way different from a regular jail. So you're in the snitch jail now. Now that you're in the snitch jail, it's way different. You around snitches all day, so your mind is getting used to snitching. All of these niggas is happy to start snitching. You around niggas that snitching and still gangbanging. You around niggas that snitching and still trying to be street. You around some niggas that snitching and changing their life for real. You around cartel niggas. You around hitmen. You around hackers. You around the best that ever did it. These are the niggas that's the head of the indictments. All that. You around niggas that's real niggas in real jails. They coming from real jails. Niggas with 30 years already, right? They act like they going to court. They telling all they niggas in the regular jail they going to court. They really coming to snitch so they could get back time. You heard? That is how this goes. Jam is around regular snitching. He's around snitch niggas all day. So Jam is around niggas that done took the stand before. Niggas that's proffering. Niggas that's in Jam's same situation. And they're telling Jam, bro, do not go up there and play with them. Because if you go up there and play with them, you're going to get smoked. He's seeing people that played with the government before. And they're getting smoked. That is how this go. Niggas don't be knowing what they took. I'm going to give y'all the sauce. Y'all know. I've been through it. I've been in these niggas' shoes. So I'm going to tell y'all what's really going on. You heard?
Essentially, Jam and Vonnie, they have no assurance by the government. Actually, they pled guilty to life in prison.
Yes, they still got assurance,
the charge that
bro.
they have pled guilty to in a sealed file is life in prison.
So it ain't always life. It's like 20 to life. Some niggas get 30 to life. Vonnie probably signed to 10 to life, you heard? Vonnie got no criminal record. So Vonnie probably only signed to 10 or 15 to life, you heard? Vonnie could have copped out and got 30 on this case, you heard? 20 on this case. Everybody else, no cop out, no offer. You heard? Vonnie got no criminal record. So Vonnie probably cop out was like 20 to life. Jim, his shit is probably like 70 to life. You heard? Jim probably got like 100 to life or something like that because Jam got mad murders. When he told on all the murders, he copped out to each murder. So Jam is protected for each murder that he ever did. You heard? You heard? When I copped out to everything I ever did in my life, and I'm protected for it. So if a nigga starts snitching in the future, 10 years from now, a nigga can't come say, yo, Jam killed this nigga with me. But if Jam didn't tell, if he didn't tell the feds that, if Jam didn't tell the feds that, then Jam will get smoked in the future, you heard? That's why you tell them your whole criminal history. At first, niggas be scared. You be in the profit room, you heard? You be scared. You don't want to tell them all your whole history, you heard? And then your lawyer break it down to you like, nah, nigga, this to protect you, nigga. You better tell them everything, nigga.
So they're not going to go over there. They wouldn't be gambling with the government's case. They'll be gambling with their life. Fulton County was in a shitty position. Woody just had them by the balls. Like, they couldn't make the case without him. They couldn't make the case without him. They thought Woody was the person to get them to thug. They couldn't make the case without him. They had to do that. They hoped that he was going to, hold it down. But he was playing games in the interrogations. They would find out this is a lie, that's a lie. And then they thought threatening him with the idea of being a snitch. Like, how do you think those videos came out first? They wanted to basically get him to not still do this double dutch. Hey, everyone knows the interrogation.
Let's go, China. You already know. I'm gonna put him in the comment section.
Woody went up there, and this is why you see people like Rollo saying Woody saved the day. Now, yeah, Woody
no, that's not telling.
But it's like,
I'm gonna break it down right now. I'm gonna break it down. W Nino Brown in the chat.
Okay.
W China Brim in the chat. Shouts to the chat. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna read the chat. I just had to break some shit down because y'all know I'm gonna break it down the best.
So good.
Y'all know I'm gonna break it down the best. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Shouts to Habero season. Peace, y'all. GP on the tube. Shouts to No Limit. Shouts to Out for the Count. Durk definitely snitched. Got snitched on by Vonnie. No, Durk did not snitch. The real niggas in the jails, the real niggas, let me break this down to y'all, right? You can't snitch on a nigga that got a 5K1 letter against you, gang. Durk defense is not sending nobody to jail. Durk defense, nobody's going to jail from Durk defense. This is the same defense. All of the niggas that's real niggas in the federal compounds, all of them niggas is using the same defense. This is the textbook defense for a real nigga right now because this is the best way he can beat it. When you fighting the government, it don't matter how you do it. When I sat on the stand, the nigga I sat on, he got on the stand. Guess what he did? He said, no, I killed the nigga. This is the feds. He said, yo, I killed him, but I didn't kill him because of the gang, 5'9" Brim. I killed him because they killed my brother. In the feds, there's no such thing as revenge murder. There's no such thing as a split in a second. Yo, we have an argument and I kill you. The feds can't charge you like that. They don't charge cases like that. They charge murder for hire. That's why they did murder for hire. They don't do regular revenge killing. That's why they did murder for hire. You get what I'm saying? That's why they do murder for hire. They do stalking deaths. They do witness deaths. You go try to kill a witness, stuff like that. That's the type of deaths that the feds do. They don't do regular murders. That's why Kha.Flock beat the body, because Kha.Flock didn't know son was OY. Kha.Flock was just walking, pulled out a gun when someone was following him and clapped him. You don't. That's why Kha.Flock beat that body, and that's why I told y'all Kha.Flock will beat that body. That's how it go, gang. These niggas don't be knowing what they talking about. That's why I'm here, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. If you in the spot, hit the like button. Durk did not snitch. This is the textbook way. That's why when 6ix9ine be trying to say Kha.B snitch, Kha.B did not snitch. I'ma keep it a band, gang. I know mad of them niggas don't even like me, but I'ma keep it a band and tell the truth on their name, gang. I'm supposed to be the nigga that's saying, yes, Durk snitch. Make the streets, F the streets. No, I'm not gonna do that, gang. I'ma tell niggas what it really is, you heard? King Yellow, all them niggas doing that, they try to make it okay to rat, you heard? They trying to make it okay to rat. If you rat, change your life, don't think in a criminal way no more. That's what I'm saying, you heard? But don't sit there and try to be on some ratting and still be on some. All these niggas want to act like they pro ratting and all that, but they really not. They just. If a nigga run down on them, they could tell. That's how all these blogger niggas is. That's why they trying to make it okay to rat. Traplo Rose, they all trying to do that, make it seem like Durk telling. You can't make it seem like Durk telling when it's already rules in place, nigga. It's already rules in place in the feds, nigga, where niggas is locked up at. That if this comes about, you blame it on the snitch, nigga. This nigga already snitched, nigga. He's the 5K1 nigga. He's the nigga that ratted. You heard? That we gotta make this nigga look like he's lying on the stand and he's doing it for his freedom, nigga. That's the way you do it. And all the Durk co-defendants is with that defense. So nobody cannot say that you telling. It's different if we both get locked up together. Me and you get locked up. Me and you, chat, we get locked up together, right? And then you start snitching on me, I start snitching on you. That's a whole different case. That's different than this. This is trial. This is the time, you heard? This is the time. It's not, no, I'm putting it on him and I'm putting it, no, we're putting it on the snitch, nigga. What are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? Niggas don't be knowing what they talking about in this federal law, bro. You heard? Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it.
You say you gotta head back into work? Nah, just keep me on mute at work, man. You got it. Come on, man. All right.
Nigga, I've been in jam situation. I've been involved in situations. I know how to break this down better than anybody, nigga.
I don't think that there's really any other way that they can, you know, take this case all the way without jam support. So I'm very curious. I know there's a lot of people mad at me today about the whole thing yesterday with, you know, Durk blaming everything on Vonnie. I might do a quick little update about that in a minute. But
yeah, he thought he was about to get, he thought he was breaking something crazy. Like, is this snitching y'all? Like, he's trying to make that scenario. Like, if y'all watch his episode, he like, is this snitching y'all? No, that's not snitching, nigga. You not from the street. You cannot say what snitching is, nigga. You can't make this up and say what snitching is. Y'all niggas is not street niggas. What are y'all talking about? Niggas is living by real codes in the feds right now, nigga. Like, real codes. All the real niggas in the feds is jacking what Durk did, nigga. Niggas, what are you talking about, nigga? You a white boy from England, nigga. Stop, break down the trial, and that's it. Stop being biased to Durk, nigga. Stop being biased to the voice, nigga. That's foul. And 6ix9ine supposed to be breaking this down the right way, gang. He just don't like Durk, so he breaking it down the other way. 6ix9ine is lying. I was in the jail with 6ix9ine. We was in snitch jail together. He did not stay there overnight, nigga. They did not have him overnight in the prosecution's office, nigga. Stop it. Stop it, Six. Stop it, bro. Stop it. And that's my son. Stop lying to the people, nigga. This is why niggas need, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all gotta hit that like button, yo. If you in the spot, hit the like button, bro, because I'm the only YouTuber that can really break it down, nigga, that really can break it down. Besides Trenches News, because Trenches News, he been through profits and all that as well. You heard? But some niggas see it different. Some niggas that told see it different. I could break it down for real, I'm telling y'all.
And, you know, Jam is basically going to add to it. Vonnie's going to take the stand eventually. And look, I do agree with a lot of what people are saying. You know, Durk's doing what he's supposed to do. If Vonnie is completely copping to all the crimes and organising everything, he got to point the finger back at him. It would
it's
be
not
dumb
pointing the
for
finger.
him to, you know, stay solid and say,
look, you hear him? It'd be done for Durk to stay solid. He still is solid. What are you talking about? He's as solid as it come. He is as solid as it come. It don't come more solid than Little Durk. What are you talking about? He's going to trial for his life. His father is in the feds. You don't think he spoke to his pops about this? His pops is the epitome of a real nigga in the feds. His pops had the car in the feds. What do you stop trying to push a narrative talking about will Durk stay solid, bro? Y'all niggas clip this up and send this to these big creators, bro. Like, for real, bro. Y'all, I'ma keep it a bang, gang. Stop letting these niggas try to push narratives on little Durk, gang. Clip this up and send this to these niggas, bro. Like, for real, today we gonna get to it, bro. We not letting these niggas tarnish Durk, gang. And I'm a nigga that took the stand, nigga, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Durk probably won't even jack me, but I'm gonna tell the truth, gang, for real.
No, I'm not gonna put anything on Vonnie, but I don't know what happened. That would be dumb. That wouldn't be such a good defense. It wouldn't.
He's a rat, nigga. What are you talking about? You cannot snitch on a rat, nigga. What are you talking about? There's no such thing as snitching on a nigga that's testifying against you. What are you talking about? Vonnie got immunity right now, nigga. What are you talking about?
It is what it is, man, but everybody's anticipating a wild day of testimony from OTF Jam. It is going to be wild.
Niggas is trying to violate Durk name. Y'all niggas clip this up, put this on Reddit, hit the like button first, y'all. Clip this up, send this to Reddit, put it on the gram, let people know with the link, copy the link, paste it on the gram, let them know, yo, this is the best breakdown of this shit. Tag academics, tag all these niggas.
I gotta do some, you know, fortunately I wear many hats, so just give me 1 second. What do we have going on right here? I'm getting like, you know, an emergency thing.
Niggas don't be knowing how to break this down, bro.
All right.
Let's get to it. Let's see what else they talking about.
Give me the address. Huh? Give me the address so I can go tell them.
Give me the address. Now, young boy responded and stopped. We gotta be honest.
Let's see what else they talking about, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna break this down the best. Niggas can't break this down like me.
People opt out of it. Unless Brian Steele and Drew Findlay opt out of what Dee or Lindsay's lawyer are saying, they all agree with it. So in the opening statement, Dee of said that
I was
Vonnie
scared.
was a sophisticated criminal that was part
Right.
of an international car theft ring.
Right.
And he had ties to the cartel. Now,
Right.
look, I don't think nothing is snitching. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do.
You know why? You know why? Because every crime Vonnie done said, which is the car theft ring and all that, he copped out to. Dee, Durk, all of them has everything that Vonnie ever said. When you profit with the government, right? When I profit with the government, the nigga I sat on, Mook, he got on the stand. You know what he did? He did too much, though. I ain't gonna lie. He fake told on the stand because he bought up Jeezy. He started saying Jeezy Moolah did this. Telly did this. None of them niggas is the nigga he killed. If he could have said S. Dot did it. He didn't say S. Dot did it. He started saying he had beef with Real Right. He got beef. He started saying too much, you heard? The stand that I sat on. His son started saying too much. So it's different. But at the end of the day, when you a real nigga, this is the federal government, gang. Y'all these niggas don't know what they talking about, gang. For real, like he really trying to push it on Durk telling. What are you talking about, gang? You a good college kid from England, my nigga, and I was a fan of the son. I swear to God, I was a fan of the son until yesterday when I seen that, bro. Cause I'm like, yo, bro, no, like they didn't even speak to nobody before they put this out, trying to say Durk telling. And like they would call Whack 100 and say, is this telling Whack 100? Like he makes the codes of the streets. Y'all gotta speak to niggas that's in the feds, niggas that know federal law. Y'all gotta speak to niggas like Big Meech, you heard? To know about if this is snitching. That's the niggas y'all gotta speak to about this type of shit. Niggas that been in the feds. You heard? Where Durk is going, nigga, you cannot live in the fed. Durk would not be able to live with regular niggas right now if he was snitching. There's no such thing as snitching on a nigga that got a 5K1 letter. Y'all hit that like button, y'all. We getting into it. I'm gonna break this down for real, bro.
They're talking about, hey, Vonnie has got ties to the cartel. Now, I ain't heard about no ties to the cartel until that. They're putting stuff on Vonnie that I hadn't heard.
Look, they're putting stuff on Vonnie. Vonnie already copped out to all this, gang. Whatever they saying, it's something called 302s. When you sit down in a profit session, it's a 302. They don't record you on the camera. They write down everything you saying, nigga. And it's called a 302, and that goes to the niggas you telling on. They get everything that you even saying, even about yourself. They get everything, nigga. So that is why that's being brought into a light, nigga. That's why Dee Lawyers are saying that. They're gonna say that Diddy's gonna say he was with Vonnie, but he didn't know. Why he's gonna say he didn't know? That's gonna be his defense, nigga.
I would love to know what the evidence is that Vonnie has ties to the cartel. Is that something that Vonnie said? Is that something that Durk and Dee lawyers dug up?
You don't know about the feds. That's why you don't know this, gang.
You know,
fake journalists.
Any of Durk's main lawyers that they didn't want to be part of this information being included in the opening statement that Vonnie was tapped in with the cartels. So look, I don't know what all of that means, but they are blaming everything.
Okay, we do have the transcript from yesterday, so we didn't get to read that yesterday, so I'll read it today. By the way, also, Bonnie is not taking a stand yet. Apparently, there's a detective on the stand. I'll give you that update in a second. So what was actually seen, give me 1 second, make sure y'all can see everything. Right there. Right here. Okay. So remember, we read the opening for the government and also by Marissa Goldberg for Lil Durk, but we did not read the opening that was going to be done for Lindsay and also the opening that's going to be done for Didi. Both of them got 22 minutes each for their attorneys. By the way, OTF 773, it says, yo, go to Denard. He's got a huge...
What are you talking about?
Chat, I'm thinking about
What are you
TTS.
talking about? Durk is not a nigga. You talking to a nigga that told, nigga. I took the stand. You cannot tell me what a rat is and what a rat ain't, nigga.
But if it TTS,
nigga, Durk ain't no rat. Hell no.
Okay.
Any.
This is,
bro, y'all don't know. You gotta know about the feds to know about this shit, bro.
Right, so it looks like, all right.
Durk ain't no rat, nigga. What? Durk is the realest nigga to ever live.
So this is Mr. Harbaugh, okay? This is Didi's lawyer. So Didi's lawyer comes through and says, now some of you may have heard, but obviously Didi's not as famous as Mr. Banks. In 2021, he started his career trying to be an up-and-coming rapper. He identified in various ways as Didi, as his friends call him, D-Ski, even the threat. All rap branding, okay? And when you're trying to make it big with an international label like OTF, you go where the opportunities are. That's what Mr. Wilson did. You will learn that Didi would take whatever opportunity, whether it's studio time, whether it's a concert, he just wants to be around. Okay, now in the past year, before the August 2022 trip,
yeah, yo, it's a difference, right? Look, it's a difference if, yo, chat, if me and you get locked up together, right? And we start snitching on each other, that's different. And like, if you snitching on me and I find out you snitching on me and I go to the government and I be like, no, he did all this. That's different. When you in trial, you could do what Durk is doing. It's a difference, bro. It is a difference. It's not, nobody goes to jail from Durk's defense. It's a difference if we co-defendants and I'm blaming something on you. It is a whole difference. Like, we co-defendants, we fighting the case. It's not trial. They offering us time and all that. And then I'm coming saying, yo, nah, he did this. Then, yeah, that's snitching, gang. But when you and all your co-defendants is okay with this defense, nigga, ain't nothing snitching about that, nigga. That's the best defense that you could come up with, nigga. Word. Like, y'all obviously don't know what a rat is. Because who's going to jail from what Durk is doing? The son is actively ratting on him. You're saying that he's lying on me. Whatever he said he did. I didn't do none of that. You get what I'm saying? I won't turn blue trying to break this down. Because I break this down the best. I've been through it. States, I've been through juvenile, state prison, federal prison, juvenile court, state court, fed court, on the real side and on the snitch side, nigga. I break this down the best way you could, nigga. Trust me. Any question you got, I know the answer to when it comes to this.
Miami, if there was an opportunity, Didi was there. And you will also hear that Didi, 5 months before, went to LA through OTF in pursuit of music. Now, you're going to learn about the music industry. And in particular, you're going to, when you have a successful label like OTF, things are done last minute. You jump on a flight. You go wherever the opportunity is. You don't pack a bag. You don't book a hotel. That is done for you. You go with the clothes on your back. If you need it, you buy it when you get there. If you need a ride from the airport, you don't get a fucking...
You feel what I'm saying? I'm 10 years removed from crime. I don't think in a street way. I don't think in that way, right? So this is not about me today, but I'm going to give y'all certain things of why what Durk is doing is not snitching and breaking down basically what OTF Jam is going through, what Vonnie is going through, what they went through. These are the things that I'm breaking down. Nobody can break it down like me. Like, I didn't even want to do this, bro. I didn't want to do this. I do New York content, bro. I don't do lives no more. I don't do none of that. I do New York content. I didn't want to do this game, but niggas is straight telling me like, yo, Kha, these niggas don't know what they took them out in the feds. You the only nigga that can break this down, bro. You get what I'm saying? Real niggas is hitting me up telling me, bro, you have to do this, bro, because they really trying to make Durk look bad. Like, you have to do this, Kha. That's why I'm doing it, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
A party bus. Oh, my God. A party bus picks you up. Now,
yes, a prophet is snitching.
I'm a little skeptical of how this is reading. I'm going to tell you why.
Yes.
To a regular
A prophet is
folk
snitching.
who is the
A prophet
Jews.
is trying to
Jews
get
are
a
all
deal
regular people.
in
By the
hopes
way,
to get a
I
deal with
told
the
you
government,
this.
gang.
7 women, 5 men.
Sometimes the government don't give you the deal. Sometimes niggas profit and the government already know the information and they know if you lying or not. 9 times out of 10, the government know the information. They just need you as the person, the human being, to confirm it. You heard? They got different type. They got Atlantean technology that knows everything. Stuff that's probably even illegal to have, to get from you, that they not supposed to get. You know how they say they can't get Apple? They get everything, bro. They just need you to break it down. So when they ask you questions, and if I'm in the proffer and I'm saying certain things and they think I'm playing, they're going to get whatever information they took from me and they're going to send me on my way and never give me a 5K1. Some niggas that happened to. I seen that happen to niggas. I done been in snitch jail and niggas come to the jail from a real nigga spot. They start telling, but they not telling the real story. And then now the niggas get sent on their way back to real jail and they get 30 years, you heard? Because they decided to play with the government. You heard?
Also, I got a correction on the age demographic.
I'm just here to
of
break
the
it down to
jurors,
y'all. You heard?
okay?
Y'all could call me
It's-
whatever.
So there's also
Yo,
definitely
Nino,
one black person.
Durk can
fairly
spank
few,
this, nigga.
they're
But only way
saying-
Durk can spank this, I remember 2 shooters is telling and Vonnie telling. They not even mentioning the other shooter that's telling. So they saying they killed someone's son and that Vonnie did all this. Durk got to blame it on Vonnie. Didi got to say he was scared. And once he knew what was happening, he didn't know. That's what he got to say. Didi got to take the stand. This is the best way they can beat it. Didi take the stand and Durk take the stand. You heard? It's not snitching. You take the stand in your defense. That's the best thing. Most niggas take the shit when they be like, oh, I don't want to say nothing on the stand. But when you fighting for your life, that's the best thing to do. Take the stand and speak. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, like, the niggas that snitching is really snitching. Jam is going to get it there and really admit to every murder he ever did. Because they putting they self first. I've been in a situation. They putting in their mind, they putting they self first. You heard? They living around snitches all day. They adapted to the snitch mindset, bro. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I done been locked up around all them niggas. I done been locked up around thousands of niggas. All these niggas is snitching. You got niggas from other countries that snitching, cartel niggas, hitmen, scammers, gang members, every type of federal case. You got the niggas that snitching in every type of federal case all locked up together. Everything you see on the federal website when niggas is going to jail, everybody that's snitching on them is locked up. Jam, you see how they try to say Jam is home. He did a post. He said, oh, y'all not going to do a Sammy the Bull with me. That's not the truth. When you're snitching, they do not let you go. The only niggas that be free if they snitching is niggas that's informants. An informant is different than what these niggas is doing. These niggas are... They are rats, but they're not informants. Informants are niggas that's actively working. Niggas that's your mans. You don't know he a rat. Everybody know these niggas is rats. It's a difference. You get what I'm saying? An informant is a nigga that's secretly telling and getting paid for it. You heard? That is an informant. You heard? Or a nigga that's working time off, got caught with a gun. Now he working in the street to try to get that time off. That is what an informant is. These niggas is just cooperating witnesses. You heard? But it's a difference. If this was before trial and niggas is just pointing the finger at each other, it's like, yeah, all them niggas ratted on each other. But this is trial time. This is trial time, you heard? But Jam is not going to pull a Woody and Vonnie not going to pull a Woody. None of the niggas that's locked up right now that signed 5K1 agreements is going to pull a Woody. You heard? Some niggas do play around on the stand, though. Like, I was with a nigga locked up and he took the stand and when he started, he was like, yo, I can't do this. And they had to do recess for the nigga. They bought him some food. When you snitching, you can get any type of food you want in jail, nigga. You can tell them niggas, I want Red Lobster. You could be in California and tell them niggas you want Rasta pasta from New York City. Jerk chicken from New York City, nigga. I want a Jamaican beef patty. Nigga, they gonna get a Jamaican beef patty and send that shit on an airplane to you, nigga. You feel me? That's how it go. Hit the like button, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna drip y'all down the right way,
20s to 40s. So it's not a bunch of old people. Okay, they said there's no like 50-year-old as a juror. That's what I was told. Now, these are regular folk. When you're describing, oh, you don't pack bags, you just hop on a plane. They're gonna be like, what? I know they're trying to say, oh, well, that's how you do it in rap. But it'd be like, wait, what? Oh, you don't get an Uber, you get a party bus. Oh, you don't do this, you do that. Like, I don't think regular people can relate. You need a ride from the airport, you don't get an Uber, party bus picks you up. That's the life that Didi was living and tried to develop his career. So when he got on that plane on August 18th, he had been told about it just a few hours before, which was standard. And when you travel for these opportunities, there's often an entourage. You invite friends. That's what Didi did. Didi invited Keith Jones and others to come. Wow, by the way, this is important. That means Didi's jumping ahead of what the prosecutors are going to use to say, you recruited. So Didi is now saying, I didn't recruit nobody. I had my entourage because I'm a rapper. But he's admitting that he invited Keith Jones is one of the killers. Okay? And Keith Jones is going to testify. So Keith Jones is going to testify later. Didi, you know you invited me, nigga. Stop lying. So now what the government has identified as recruitment, it's simply recreation. It's forwarded.
Nah, it's different, gang. If look, it's different. You saying using a situation where niggas called you a rat because you told on yourself and nobody else. It's a difference if you was on trial. That's different, gang. It's different. He's on trial. He's past the stages of niggas telling on each other. They got 3,500 material. 3,500 material is when he knows who's telling on him. Once you know who's telling on you, you heard, then all gloves is off. Like, any defense is good, nigga. It's no such thing as snitching on a nigga that's telling on you actively, bro. You get what I'm saying? There's no such thing as that, bro. There's no such thing as that. All the real niggas in the real jails, in the feds where Durk is gonna go if he blow trial, they're jacking what he's doing. You don't think Durk Pops they tell him the right defense, nigga? You get what I'm saying?
Didi did not know about Grant's plan before getting on that plane. So again, now we have Didi's lawyer also throwing it on Vonnie. Now, you've heard extensively. I'm gonna shorten it because I don't want to repeat. But Mr. Grant had the motive, the means, the opportunity to carry out his vendetta for the death of King Von against Quando Rondo. He's engaged with the... Hold on. He's a sophisticated criminal, engaged with an international car ring. He has connection to cartels. He has wealth, and he got a lot of opportunities. He took his first opportunity in Blackshear, Georgia, in May 2021. He was unsuccessful. You will hear extensively.
Right, they're saying all that because Son admitted to this already.
What you won't hear is that Didi had any role to do with that.
Right. Whatever this rat nigga admitted to, he did that. We don't got nothing to do with that, nigga. What are you talking about? Nigga, ain't nothing about that rat.
We didn't plan it. He didn't participate. He didn't pursue it. Because Didi has no vendetta against Quando Rondo. But you know who does? Vonnie. All of that. So the next opportunity that Vonnie saw when he learned that Quando was in Los Angeles, he went to Instagram, he found out where his hotel was, he orchestrated the same playbook he did in Blackshear. He got the guns, he got the stolen car, he got the mask, he set everything up. The only person he needed for the
plan against Quando Rondo, then that right there creates reasonable doubt. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you're in my Discord for the latest updates at the Lil Durk trial. Yo, Brian still just set the court on fire and...
Okay, let's go to Seti Nash real quick. Seti, where are you at, brother?
Niggas don't be knowing what snitching is, bro. Like,
so day 2 of the Lil Durk trial, and I'm gonna break this down in increments for Instagram, YouTube. Just watch the whole entire thing. When you
facts,
see the
SPMB bills. I heard.
So
yeah, we got to do a story on that.
Basically, left off where we left off yesterday on his testimony. The ties were granted, so everybody's in there with ties on. And then one crazy note that I noticed: they're not calling Quando Rondo Tyquane Bowman. They're just flat out calling him Quando Rondo. And I think they're doing that shit so that if the jurors do look on the internet and look at Quando Rondo, I think they're trying to put some type of sympathy on him. That's me personally. That's just what I believe.
It's
because
a tactic.
Why aren't y'all calling him goddamn Quando Rondo? I mean, why aren't y'all calling him Tyquane Bowman at all?
Just the feds, they don't do that.
So the cop was stand, left off at the gas station. He went for the call logs. He got Jem's IG and Jem's number. He got Jem's location. He had the calls that he had with Vonnie and Jem's phone. They had calls with Didi and Vonnie. They got cell site from cell phones. Asa and Jem flew in together. The cop said Vonnie's number wrong. And then the cop clears up the number for the damn feds again. See, the feds are saying shit like this. Oh, we're letting in Exhibit 30, but it was 33. But the cop says, yeah, it was Exhibit 30. And then the feds are cleaning up and saying Exhibit 33. So that's leading already, which means the cop don't really know his shit. He tried to act like a little bit later on, but don't worry, I'm going to get into that in just a moment. Then you find out that Didi has a big chance of beating the case because he didn't do shit. And one of the things that did get at
Yeah, so his stance is, I was just in the car, right? Now his defense team is gonna have to do a good job of, really playing victim to say, well, these other guys had guns.
Right.
They wanted him to at least be present, even
Right.
if he
Ain't
wasn't
nothing about
with the
that
plan or
snitching,
not.
nigga. These
And
niggas is
he
rats.
clearly
What y'all
wasn't with
talking
the
about?
plan because he didn't do anything.
Right.
Right. But you're gonna. What Didi's gonna try to get out of this is how that girl got out of that case with Julio Fulio. She said her boyfriend was abusive. She was scared. She said she just went with her boyfriend. She was just down for the trip. She would go with her boyfriend anywhere.
Durk and them is gonna say that Vonnie was so obsessed with trying to get revenge for Vaughn. He was trying to prove himself to the OTF conglomerate. He was trying to prove himself to the world. He jumped out the window and did this. He had access to all Durk's shit. So that's why everything is in Durk's name. Everything is in Durk's name because Vonnie was so trying to get revenge for King Von's death. Durk had no knowledge of this. That's probably what they explain when he say, if Durk does take the stand in this case, when Durk say, don't use my name, he could have been saying, don't use my name for none of that fuck shit you got going on. I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't want to be in that, bro. You get what I'm saying? That could be the best defense that he used. You get what I'm saying? Durk best defense is to get on the stand, really. Didi best defense is to get on the stand, really, and say what they defense is. That is the best, and that's what we might see. That might be the shock, because it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing in this case right here. You get what I'm saying? You got active witnesses telling on you that was at the scene of the crimes. The niggas that shot the gun, that's on the other niggas, that the other shooter that's on trial right now, he's losing regardless. He is going to lose regardless, and I'm pretty sure he knows that. You get what I'm saying? He knows he's done regardless. So what he has to do is he has to say that he did the shooting. Yeah, Jam, I did the shooting with Jam. I did the shooting with Vonnie. But what, I never spoke to Durk about this. What? I never got paid for this. What are y'all talking about? That is what he has to do. You get what I'm saying? And you could take the stand in your own defense, bro. That's not snitching. The nigga I told on, the nigga I sat on the stand on, I sat on the stand on a murder trial, bro. The nigga took the stand in his own defense. And he said, no, I didn't do that. I didn't. So K-Flock a snitch too then. K-Flock is a snitch too then. Because K-Flock said he killed Waska. He said Waska had a gun. So if Durk is a snitch, K-Flock is a snitch too. What are y'all talking about? K-Flock lawyers, y'all don't remember what K-Flock lawyers did? K-Flock lawyers said, yeah, that nigga was OY and all that. But we didn't kill him. K-Flock didn't kill him because of some OY stuff. K-Flock killed him because K-Flock was scared for his life. It's a difference in the feds. There's no such thing as regular murder in the feds. In the state, it's a such thing as regular murder. In the feds, there's no such thing as that. It has to be within the RICO. It has to be within murder for hire. It has to be stalking a witness. So K-Flock is a rat too then. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Niggas that's in the real jails, in the federal jails, you get what I'm saying? They jacking what K-Flock did and what Durk is doing. If y'all call a Durk a rat, y'all might be saying K-Flock is a rat because K-Flock even said, oh, the nigga I shot pulled the gun out on me. You have to have a defense, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Didn't mean she agreed to a crime. She actually got manslaughter because of that. Didi is kind of saying the same thing. Of course, this is not a relationship, but he's saying, I'm an artist. I would go anywhere. I go with the team. I always hope an opportunity falls in my lap. I get up on a whim, but you never see me with the gun. It didn't look like I was in. You can't find no messages before that looked like I knew about the plan. Jam even say he didn't know about the plan, and afterwards it's clear that I wasn't with it. So he's trying to get out like how that girl got out.
That's why Didi could beat this.
Julio case. Remember,
Didi and Durk is the only niggas that could beat it.
Hey, I was just along for the ride, and I didn't do anything. Now, here's the thing. They're going to be like, well, you did do this, or you did do this, or you reached out to this person here, or you reached out to this person there. Like, I'm pretty sure the government's going to have a message where he tells someone.
That's the only way Durk could beat it, bro. This is the only way Durk could beat it, bro.
Blah, blah, blah. Now, remember, Durk's team has already put it in the air that when the word blood is said, the government has called it Durk's nickname. They said, nah, that's his nickname. They said, no, that's not Durk's nickname. Anybody could be blood. Everybody's blood. That's just a term of endearment. What up, blood? Blood, 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 blood. So, unless there's messages where Diddy's saying, hey, Durk wants to talk to you. He's gonna do the, oh no, I wasn't contacting killers on behalf of Durk. No, what are you talking about? No. Oh, or he's spinning into, nah, it was mostly music. It was
Jamming them niggas ain't doing none of that YSL Woody shit. That's not how we work in the feds, bro. Them niggas copped out the life. They going up there to say everything and more, bro. You get what I'm saying? Somebody in the chat said if someone to commit murder and try to include you, if you say you don't know what he's talking about, you don't have nothing to do with it. What is he talking about? How is that ratting, nigga? Right. It's nothing, bro. It's a difference, right? If it's not trial, if this is before trial, and somebody snitching on you and you decide to snitch back, that's snitching. But if it's on trial, this is the bright lights. It's no such thing as snitching. When nobody can go to jail for you defending yourself. You get what I'm saying? You can't snitch on a nigga that's actively ratting on you. What? That makes no sense.
Yeah, we were talking about music. I don't know about no crime. So that's kind of what he's trying to do.
Admit it, but
And I'm supposed to be on the side saying, oh, the streets is done. I'm supposed to be sitting there breaking it down saying, the streets is done. Yes, Durk is a snitch, so it could be okay for ratting. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm not going to do that, bro. I did what I did, but I'm not no fucking, like hell no, nigga. I don't got that type of mindset. I'm done with the streets. I don't have a street mindset, but you cannot do that, bro. You cannot do that. He not on no 6ix9ine shit because he's not telling before the case. He's not telling before the trial. If me and you get locked up, Kirk Porter, together, we do a body. I find out you snitching on me, so I want to snitch on you. That's different. You get what I'm saying? If I go to trial and I say, no, this nigga is lying. Whatever he did, he did. I have nothing to do with it. It's a difference. That's not snitching. That's why all the real niggas in the feds, this is not the first time this happened. This is not the 5th time this happened. This is not the 10th time this happened. This is not the 100th time this happened. This is not the 1000th time this happened. This is the typical way real niggas beat the cases. If you go in the feds, all the niggas is saluting Durk for his defense right now. This is the best defense that he can do. All the real niggas in the feds is saluting Durk for what he did. If niggas is calling Durk a rat, they gotta call K-Flock a rat too. They gotta call K-Flock a rat too, because K-Flock's defense was that the nigga, that's how K-Flock beat the body, bro. You get what I'm saying? That is how K-Flock beat the body. K-Flock didn't beat the Rico, but he beat the body. He beat the body because he said he killed son. K-Flock admitted to killing the nigga. He admitted to killing him. There's no such thing as self-defense in the feds. There's no such thing as justifiable homicide in the feds. It's either guilty or not guilty. The feds cannot charge you just for a regular murder. If I see you on the street and I just kill you for no reason, the feds do not pick those cases up. The state pick those up. The feds has no jurisdiction to pick that up. That is not a federal law. They cannot do that at all. So K-Flock saying, no, I killed him because he was following me. He had a gun. That's why I killed him. Not because he was, oh, why I didn't even know who he was. That is why K-Flock beat that murder case. So K-Flock is a rat too then? You get what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Be the judge of that. Is Diddy basically got a text thread with this girl? I'm not gonna say her name. If the bloggers do it, then they do it. I'm not doing that shit because I don't want her harassed, and I don't want to be a part of no lawsuit for harassment. Got me doing the damn Boosie shit. Anyway, so Diddy get hit up by her. She say, Diddy, what you doing? He say, I'm on my way to LA. She say, what's in LA? He say, shit, the guys. She say, why you ain't take me? He say, I didn't know till 2 hours before the fight. And they got that Jason paid for the fights back home and all that. Then we get into the in and out shit, and the in and out shit is kind of crazy. So day 2 of the little Durk trial, and all right. Now the in and out shit is interesting because the lie about the payments of everybody being paid was never true. And y'all gotta remember that was in the first superseding indictment. So they said Jam was getting a soda. And it wasn't a soda, it was a damn lemonade. See, when they act like the feds know all, it's these little details that you should be paying attention to because the cop never crazy to say, hey, he wasn't. Some of y'all may think that's irrelevant, but it is relevant because of the truthfulness of everything that happens.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
So basically...
1 minute, 1 minute.
Jim is in there with the Red Nationals hat on that he had since he came out the freaking... the airport with it.
So they're once again reminding people that these guys changed their tops, not their bottoms, and not their shoes after the murder.
Keith Jones, who's a shooter, and then the cop says that they were reacting to the news on their phone. is that they reacted to a news clip on their phone. That actually never happened because we can see the phone screen. We see Jam's phone, we see Jones' phone, we see Didi keep checking on his phone. It's text messages. Jam all on his phone talking. Jones is texting. You never see them react to the news clip. You can see their freaking phones clear as day. So the cop doesn't correct Exhibit 30, but it's Exhibit 33, but he's still being led. Then the feds bring up the TMZ video of Quando Rondo. Now, the in and out shit is interesting because the lie about the payments of everybody being paid was never true. Y'all gotta remember, that was in the first superseding indictment. So they said Jam was getting a soda, and it wasn't a soda, it was a damn lemonade. See, when they act like the feds,
I'm here, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Details that you should be paying attention to because the cop never crazy to say, hey, he wasn't. Some of y'all may think that's irrelevant, but it is relevant because of the truthfulness of everything that happens within what happens next. So basically, Jim is in there with the Red Nationals hat on that he had since he came out the freaking the airport with it. They had Keith Jones, who's a shooter, and then the cop says that they were reacting to the news on their phone. Is that they reacted to a news clip on their phone.
You good, bro.
That actually
I'm back.
never happened because we can see the phone screen. We see Jam's phone, we see Jones' phone, we see Didi keep checking on his phone. It's text messages. Jam all on his phone talking. Jones is texting. You never see them react to the news clip. You can see their freaking phones clear as day. So the cop doesn't correct Exhibit 30, but it's Exhibit 33, but he's still being led. Then the feds bring up the TMZ video of Quando Rondo.
Okay. Once again, chat, let me know if should we try TTS or not?
So Durk and them, like I said, bro, this the best defense that they could do. Like I said, Jam right now is waiting inside of a holding cell. He gonna be in the holding cell, and he can't proffer with the feds right before the trial. So his last before the trial started, he never spoke to the feds within these last few days. Jam last prep was probably about 2 weeks ago, where he sat down and they did a mock prep where the DA will have one of his co-workers come in front of you at the proffer. You'll be at a proffer, right? And your DA will come, the DA will have one of his friends basically act like the defense, act like Durk lawyer. They're going to have a fake defense lawyer right there basically asking you mad questions, grilling you, asking you, so you did this, right? So trying to catch you in a lie. So they prep Jam and they prep Vonnie before this trial. That's how it goes. So they're going to be ready. You get what I'm saying? That's how they get you ready for the trial.
Pretty sure after all investigators, we've got the medical examiner. Now this is one of the lead investigators. They might bring maybe an FBI agent, you know, that probably maybe conducted some of these interviews with you know, whether it's Jam or Bonnie. But after they get through all the investigators and all the cops, and maybe, I don't know, if maybe sometimes they'll throw in like an EMT or a doctor up there just to kind of like describe the injuries and how bad it is.
They
Obviously,
did that
they already
already.
showed up the autopsy where supposedly there's a bullet lodged in Lil Pop's heart. There is one went through his bicep and another one that kind of like that also hit that as well. After they're done doing all of that, they usually get to the guys, and you would imagine that maybe sometime before, it's about to be around lunch time right now in LA. If they haven't got to Jam before lunch, I would imagine Jam gets on after lunch.
Lunch
and if Jam
lunch
gets on
already
after
happened.
lunch, again, obviously Durk don't want Jam up there a lot. You don't want the snitch up there for a long time, right? Like,
He's
you don't
gonna be
want-
up there for a long
right?
time.
Now,
That's how it
granted,
goes.
you might want to poke some holes in what he said, but you don't want him up there saying shit that you don't want him to say.
No, he's gonna
Now,
say everything
the
you don't want him to
government
say.
is going to try to make this case. They're going to fill in all the gaps using the snitch. So basically, you know, they're going to address what was said in opening by Didi's lawyer by saying, hey, Didi didn't know about the plan, neither did Jam before they went to LA. Jam's just a killer, so Jam got on board, but Didi didn't know about it before them. So that goes into this conspiracy thing. Let's go into this conspiracy thing. What I believe that the government is going to attack when Jam gets up there, they're going to
Yeah, Durk should have got down on this shit.
that by saying,
Durk should have got down
Jam,
on this
when
shit.
did you know? Did Didi know? Okay, well, why did Didi? They're going to make their train of questions, and they're going to be very malleable in terms of whatever Durk said, or Durk was saying like, oh no, you know, I told him not to book anything. How could I be the leader of a conspiracy when I tell people to do shit? They don't do it. They're going to get at that. They're going to get, they might even bring up other situations and be like, hey, Jam, have you ever been instructed to do X, Y, and Z for Durk? Violence. He's going to say yes.
Right.
He says, have you ever told him no? Most likely he's going to say, no, I don't tell Durk no. Okay, give us an example. I don't know. He might bring up, yo, we're at a video shoot one time. He told me to go beat this guy up. I did it. So that's what the type of scope we're gonna expect from OTF Jam. He's gonna help make the government's case. And right now, the government, based on open statements, they have a few things to button up, right? Like, this is an ongoing game, right? Of course, the government drops like, it's almost like tennis, where like you do a bunch of serves and the other person does a bunch of serves. The government did really good, I believe, on their opening statement. But then I think Durk did pretty decent as well. And then obviously
Nigga, they did
Didi
good.
and Lindsay's lawyer come back and like start poking holes.
Nigga, it get
Like,
real
poke
when
holes
niggas
in
sit
his
on the
theory.
stand. That's when it get
Why,
real.
yeah,
That's
this
the
guy-
only time that it's
This
real,
guy has
gang.
a motive. This guy's called Cuz. His name, the person who died that they're sliding for, is called Vaughn. His name is Vaughn.
It get real when niggas start sitting
By
on
the
the
way,
stand. That's the only
he's
part
a
that
cousin
matters
of
in this
Vaughn.
trial,
By the way,
gang.
here,
The
did y'all
witnesses,
see-
bro.
Hate to bring this up.
That's why Durk could
I
beat
seen
it.
Flacco
That's the only way
put,
Durk could beat this, bro.
I think she listened to Flacco though. What did Flacco?
You got a bunch of niggas, and that's why I don't be liking like
Flacco
niggas be.
actually tweeted at her. I think she
They
listened
be
to
fake
Flacco.
trying to like blackball niggas that ain't big. Like if you not mad big already, don't you see they only play each other? Like they niggas know I know this shit like the back of my hand, y'all. You heard? Y'all, yo, go to academic shit and spam Kha.reality in that shit, y'all, and pull back up. Go to academic shit and spam Kha.reality. You heard? It's to the point one time, nigga, I went and made a comment under something, and niggas blocked me from the page. Like, I ain't do nothing crazy. All I did is say, nah, this didn't happen. That's not how feds work, bro. And niggas blocked me from the page. Like, I guess, nigga, I don't know. I don't got nothing against niggas. I just look at niggas way different now, cause I know niggas know that I know this shit like the back of my hand. You heard? All these niggas know I know this shit better than anybody. You heard? It's alright though.
I was like, delete this. His whole defense is actually saying he really knows this guy. Kayla Vaughn. I don't know if anyone saved that tweet.
Remember K Flock trial? They had no choice but to do it, cause I was applying pressure. K-Flock trial, everybody didn't know what really was going on in the feds. I was the one applying pressure, so niggas had to tap in. Niggas had to use my shit, you heard? Remember, niggas was playing my shit on K-Flock trial. Everybody was playing my shit on K-Flock trial. So if Durk is a snitch, then K-Flock is a snitch too. Niggas don't make no sense. And y'all talking about, and I'm a nigga that did bad, nigga. I took the stand. I'm supposed to be saying, yes, Durk is a snitch. The streets is dead. I told you. No, that's not the way this go, nigga. Like, that's not the way this go, nigga. Durk is not tell, nigga. All the real niggas behind the walls in the jails, in the federal jails, is applauding Durk for this defense. Like, niggas don't be knowing what they talking about, bro. You got niggas like Trap Roll Rules talking about, oh, they're blaming him. Oh, is this snitching? I don't know, y'all. I'm only asking the question. No, it's not snitching, nigga.
The truth,
you don't know what you talking about.
Nothing else but the truth. Don't get on social media trying to clear shit up.
Durk is that's the realest as it comes, bro.
Durk lawyer said is what happened. All right, that's it. Anyway, so she deleted that tweet. Okay. Right. So they posted a TMZ video from shooting, and it says the cross is okay. So we're kind of waiting for what's gonna happen with that. Now, let me give you a little bit more information as we are awaiting Jam. We think Jam is gonna be the first prosecution witness that is going to be dropping 50. Now, it's important to know that Jam, along the way, started to feel that Durk wasn't giving him the appropriate support. Okay, you know, he felt he would slide. He's having a problem getting paid from Durk. Apparently, gets locked up. You know, those calls ain't getting answered as quickly. The lawyer money doesn't really happen. While he's locked up, his baby mother gets killed. Now, what Jam is thinking, wait, when Durk's brother got killed, there was an entire slide for D thing, slide for Vaughn. So here's the thing about the pawns.
Nah, no funny shit, right?
And I'm
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it till they can't ignore it. You heard?
That's why Jam.
Cause that's what niggas is doing. Like, bro, it ain't that serious, bro. Like, niggas don't want to let niggas get no bread. You heard? That's what it is. I don't care about that. Like, I got a business. I got a real job that I got to go to in a few hours, nigga. And I do YouTube. Like these niggas feel like if they give a nigga clout, he gonna blow bottom and everybody gonna just watch them. You heard? Like, that's why I don't be liking that. Cause that's like foul. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't be knowing what's really going on. Get it from a nigga that been through it, that knows what a prophet is like, that sat down in the prophet, that sat on the stand, or get a nigga that fought the feds on a trial. Get a nigga like Big Meech. You get what I'm saying? Like, they getting niggas that don't know what they talking about, using them as references about what snitching is in the feds, or what this is like in the feds, or what Jam is going through. Like, you got niggas saying Jam was home for mad long. Like, oh, they let Jam out. Oh, Jam is hoping he gets 20 years for this. Like, where do y'all get this information? That's not how the feds work. The feds can't tell you you're gonna get any time. The feds cannot sit there and say, yo, you're gonna get 10 years if you take the stand, bro. You're gonna get 20 years if you take the stand. You're gonna go home if you take the stand. That's not how the feds work, bro. It does not work like that. They cannot promise you anything. That's the main thing that they say to you. There's no promises. You take the stand, we're gonna put in a good 5K1 letter for you. We put a good 5K1 letter in for you. The judge can use the 5K1 to go under your mandatory minimums. You copped out the 40 to life, you could get 10% of that. You could get 5% of that. You could get whatever. I copped out the 40 to life, nigga. I got 8 years. I got time served. You get what I'm saying? Niggas don't be knowing what they talking about, gang. Yo, if y'all here, go over there and spam my name and pull back up, y'all.
We saw when the Young Thug trial was kind of happening. Was it one of Thug's baby mama that got killed outside of a bowling alley? Some woman got killed outside of a bowling alley. And, you know, as much as there's circumstantial stuff, be like, oh, they got in a fight, they got in an argument, that's why someone died. People also looked at it to say, yo, check this out. When these rich and famous dudes or people or the guys that you can't touch, right? You can't get to them, or these guys might actually be killers, you get to their loved ones. And the unfortunate
Jam
thing
told them every murder he ever
Chicago
did in his
is
life.
that, of course, you have the killers, you have the
every
rappers,
murder. He has to tell every crime he ever
rich,
did. That's how it goes.
Flying on private jet, but there's
nigga, I told them everything I ever did in my life, nigga, that I can remember, nigga, from when I was a kid, nigga. and you get protected for that, just in case if somebody comes snitching in the future. If another OTF nigga decide to start snitching in the future, and they say that a murder that Jam didn't tell them, Jam gets every bit of time that he copped out to. That's how it goes.
People who are family members, it's inescapable. If you have a sister, she got a date. Your ops gonna probably try to fuck her, gonna try to get with her. Okay, you got a little brother. Well, they gonna try to beat his ass, or if they can't catch you, he gonna get it. So now he might have to pick up a gun because of what you got going on. An uncle, an associate. That's how kind of like supposedly one of the that's how not Quando, but Rondo number 9 and C-Day, they thought they were catching an affiliate of who they were into it with.
Yeah, nigga. If
Instead,
he telling, K Flock is telling too.
Driver.
Like niggas
But
don't
they
make
felt
no
they called an
sense.
affiliate. So in Chicago, you know, someone could die.
Niggas don't make no sense, bro.
Yo, we can't catch you. You heard what Durk said. You can't catch a made nigga. You better catch his guys. And we don't know the full story. I'll bring it up a little bit about the death of OTF Jam's baby mama, but he was kind of looking at the guys to say, all right, so it's time for y'all to slide for me. Doesn't work like that, Pawn. It doesn't work like that. Pawns, I want to let you know, we don't slide for pawns. We slide.
Yeah, that's not how it go, bro. Like, nigga, proffering is way, like, niggas, whatever questions y'all got about the feds, bro, just ask me. I'm going to tell y'all, bro. Put it in the chat. Ask me anything about the trial. I'm going to tell y'all what's really going on.
And 2 men.
When was the last time that y'all heard from her?
My family talked to her. She talked to somebody in the family every single day. So we don't know who she was with.
Yeah, them niggas killed. Somebody killed that nigga BM, bro.
Talking to neighbors and scanning surveillance footage for leads.
It's because of that, nigga.
Yet released a motive.
Precious ain't did nothing to nobody, and she didn't deserve this. She not a street person, so this needs to get solved.
As loved ones continue to grieve the sudden death, what hurts most.
Yeah. There was a vigil for her death.
Good morning, guys. Now, police, they're still searching for that suspect. We did speak to the family of Michelle Williams last night. They said that she is someone that loves
yeah,
to be
nigga.
around her family,
Look.
even
Let me
being
tell
known
you.
as
Let me
the
tell you.
babysitter for her family. But right now,
Let me tell you how it go. If you tell in the feds, right, and it's about a murder that the state don't know about, so if the state, nah, they can't pick you up, nigga. They can't. You get immunity, nigga. Feds supersede the state. So if I, like right now, nigga, I told them so much shit that I did, and the state could have charged me for it, you heard? Like, nigga, I told on situations from me, nigga, when I was a kid, nigga, like real life shit, like shit that I did, nigga, that, nigga, you feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I could never be charged for it because I copped out to it in the feds. You get what I'm saying? That's how it go. And if, nigga, that's how it go. Like if you in the feds and you telling whatever you cop out to, the state can never charge you for it. Nobody can never charge you for it. You heard? You see how Keefe D was queen for a day? That's only because he didn't get a cooperation agreement. If Keefe D would have got a cooperation agreement for Tupac's murder, if he copped out in the feds, it's different. Keefe D just profit and didn't get nothing for it. You get what I'm saying? When you profit and don't get nothing for it, it's different than when you profit and get a 5K1. If you profit and get a 5K1 letter and the judge give you that and you cop out to everything you profit on, then they can't charge you for it. That's how it goes, gang. That's why I'm able to sit here and talk about everything. Y'all niggas think I'm able to talk about everything, nigga. You get what I'm saying? You get me? Let's go. I'm gonna break it down like nobody, bro. I don't care about the viewers, none of that, bro. We gonna talk about it, bro. Cause niggas don't be knowing what they talk about in this
Clearly,
fast
Durk
shit.
understood how important this guy's baby moms was to him. So if she got murdered in the streets, there's no get back, no retribution. You can see why he would probably feel away.
For my baby, steady crying.
Here we go. See?
It's different. These got people holding their newborns for. That's all
Too much money, you gotta hold it like that.
They go on their newborns and shit like that, don't they?
Falling that real. Give him what's the name for it? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Give him the milk so baby mama get the tripping, bro.
You see that? For my baby, steady crying.
Or your baby mom getting the tripping, bro.
Hold it like that.
They go on their newborns and shit like that, don't they?
Now,
Still left with
King Yella,
And King Yellow been to the feds, bro. He just don't like
he
Durk,
did a
bro.
video on this, and he said the reason why OTF Jam didn't do
Niggas just
anything.
clout chasing, gang. Niggas don't know what they
talking
talking about.
Snitches because they slide for his guy.
King Yeller.
Niggas don't know what they talking about, gang.
In jail. You tell you. In jail, OTF jail was talking down on mainly Booney Mo. Him and Booney Mo caught a case and he did the time. He was mad. Lil Durk kept rocking with Booney Mo and wasn't going to stop messing with him. Knew it was real because Booney Mo was locked up and they wasn't rocking. They was locked up together. So they caught a case together in jail together, but they was not messing with each other. So they both did all that time. So maybe because Booney Mo did a lot of time too. So, but I think Booney Mo only did like 8, 9, or 10. He did like 10. I think Booney Mo came home before OTF Jam. They was locked up, and they wasn't rocking. Okay.
Niggas don't be not good content creators, bro. Like, you gotta be a good content creator, bro. Like,
Another reason why OTF Jam snitched. OTF didn't help when OTF Jam baby mama was murdered. OTF Jam baby mama was murdered while he was locked up, and I am thinking the worst about that situation. They was locked up in Sheridan Correctional Facility. So this is the reason why he snaked out Lil Durk. He snaked out Lil Durk because you see Durk is more rocking. So, you know, people pay attention. He's probably paying attention and mad that Durk was putting more time and effort into Booney Mo. He had Booney Mo around. And y'all see,
I appreciate y'all.
OTF Jam.
Appreciate everybody in the live. Y'all hit the like button.
His pictures and just
Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all.
He looked like he been through a lot, and he looked like
let's run this
he
shit
had a
up.
hard time in prison.
Share this on y'all Instagrams, y'all Reddit, y'all Facebook. Let them know this the best breakdown you gonna get of this fat shit.
What he talking about? All Durk took care of me.
This the best breakdown y'all gonna get of this fat shit, y'all. Let them know.
Look on his face. He had ill intentions. It did not sit well with me. It did not look right. It looked like some cat. Or I'm gonna get you. But they caught the case together. Maybe he was mad.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga talks mad slow. Okay. I want to also bring up, remember we talked about this? Give me 1 second. We talked about...
Yeah, whatever y'all want to know, bro. Any questions y'all got about the feds?
Baby
about
Threat,
anything,
also
bro.
known as TTE Lil Ted, is the little brother of OTF Didi. Okay?
Didi and Durk could beat this trial,
He's
bro.
a little brother of OTF Didi. Remember, there was after, you know, certain weird stuff
I don't think they're going to beat
happening,
it, but they can beat
they're
this trial,
starting
bro.
to think something's up. They don't suspect that Lil Ted, Baby Threat, walks up in the, you know, gets arrested and says, yo, I know some info, like, you know, pull that up again. Lil Ted, arrest footage. Yeah, like, no one knows that, no one knows he's...
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Illinois
Now remember, this was 2022. Durk doesn't know that this is how Baby Threat is giving it up. Also, one of his right-hand people is Disky, aka OTF Didi. So he's shouting out, you know, Didi the Threat. You know, his name is Disky. This is the threat, and this guy's Baby Threat. You hear how highly Durk thinks about this guy, Because look at this. Look at this, y'all. This is how highly Durk thought about Baby Threat. Okay? Listen.
Goes Kim.
Hold on. Said, please, he tell you about the murder.
I want to go check on your son. Now. Is there any way you can tell my address you stay so I go check on him?
He was
now,
serious.
When Durk is rapping that Baby Threat, matter of fact, fuck what I'm gonna say. Let's go to Durk's words, because Durk ain't seen this shit. So, shit's happening after 2022. There's a bunch of murders. Shit starting to seem weird. Niggas is getting picked up. Then they're disappearing. They also feel like they're getting left out to dry. They're not getting lawyers. Everything is getting weird. People are getting raided. Shit kind of looks like, it looks spooky. Durk did not notice about Baby Threat. If he did notice about Baby Threat, y'all. If he did notice about Baby Threat. Give me a second. If he did know that about Baby Threat, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to pull it up right quick. If he knew that about
Salute
Baby
Tony
Threat,
for the $20
okay.
Cash App.
If he knew that shit about Baby Threat, if he knew that about Baby Threat, that when Baby Threat get
I ain't
get
even
locked
seen
up
nobody
for a gun,
named Tony in the chat.
he's saying, please, I'll do anything. Don't put...
Goes Kim.
That's crazy. Oh, somebody else named Tony. Is that you, Tony? I think that's a different person.
Not Threat, Baby Threat.
I don't think
So,
Tony
that's
prolific.
the younger brother
'Cause somebody said
of
that before Tony came
Dee
in
Dee.
the chat, I think. Somebody
So
said
Dee Dee,
this
who's
as soon as
charged
I
with
went
Vaughn,
live.
his nickname in the streets is The Threat. Okay? I low-key kind of feel like the way I used to name these Chicago niggas, they kind of took it and did a lot more with it. Remember, I'll be like, that's the Chirac Wolverine, that's the War General, that's Baphomet, that's... Now, the nicknames was kind of starting to, oh, he's the threat.
No, if I catch a new charge,
So
I don't get 40 to life no more.
Dee Dee's the threat, and this is Dee Dee's
I don't get a
little
new
brother.
charge. If
So,
I catch a new charge, I don't
you
get
know,
40
you know
to
how it
life.
goes in gang culture, street culture. Your big brothers...
All right, Tony, Elite. If I catch a new charge, I don't get 40 to life. You get what I'm saying? That's not how it go. Like, I will get violation for whatever time I got left on probation, and I will get whatever new charge that is. You get what I'm saying? That's how it go. That's how it go. Like, once you do your cooperation, it's over. Like, they gave me 40 to life, and then once the nigga got sentenced that I sat on, he got sentenced. Once he got sentenced, then I got sentenced, and I already had 7.5 years in. So I got 8 years, like 7 years total, something like 8 years, something like that. But it was time served basically. So I got time served. I got time served for everything, all the cooperation. That's how it go. And that's probably what's gonna happen with these niggas. Cause when you do big cases, you get time served. You get what I'm saying? Big cases and bodies, that's the feds, if it's stuff with bodies, then they give you time served most of the time. Cause they like bodies, you heard? They like bodies. Like bodies is what they care about, bro. Like they really like bodies, bro. You get what I'm saying? They really like bodies. That's how it go. They like bodies in the feds. It's the truth. You could clown it. It's alright. Y'all can laugh. Y'all can call me whatever. Bro, I'm 10 years removed from crime. I don't think like a criminal. I just want to break this Durk trial down to y'all because a lot of niggas is giving information that they don't know. You get what I'm saying? They give a lot of stuff that they don't know. So that's the purpose of me even doing it live, bro. You know? So y'all can say whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I know what I did. You know what I mean? I know what comes with what I did and everything. So it is what it is. You heard? Niggas be doing mad weird shit when it come to this shit. Like, they be picking and choosing. They be making shit up. Like, right now, niggas want me to be on the side of saying, oh, no, Durk is a snitch. That's what niggas will want me to do. Like, all the snitch niggas will want me to do that. And be like, oh, no, Durk really is a snitch. And Durk is a snitch. No, Durk ain't no fucking snitch, nigga. What are you talking about? That shit don't even make sense. That shit don't even make sense. That shit don't even make sense. Yo, bro, put my cash tag in the chat. Yeah, niggas don't be knowing, bro. So I gotta break down. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't ratting no more, nigga. I did what I did. I did what I did years ago. I was a cooperating witness in a federal case. It is what it is. You can't take it back. You can't change it. You gotta just go forward. You know what I mean? But nobody gonna sit here and break this down like I could break this down. That's simply what that is. You heard? And the nigga that I took the stand on actually took the stand himself too. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Nigga, I ain't telling none of my friends, nigga. None of my friends I grew up with went to jail. I didn't go to jail and just start giving up all every, like, nigga, I could have, the whole half of New York, Brooklyn could have went down if I really was on some super rat shit, nigga. Like, it wasn't like that, nigga. It was business, nigga. Niggas did what they did. I ain't owe them niggas no loyalty. It's time to get the business, nigga. It is what it is. You know? Would I rat again? I probably if a situation came about, I wouldn't put myself in a situation to have to rat again. You get what I'm saying? Like, me living with crime is done. I'm making 6 figures a year now doing legal stuff. You know what I mean? I got multiple streams of income. I don't have to do nothing illegal. You know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't put myself in a situation to have to rat again. Like, never. I would never commit another crime a day in my life. Like, the life of crime. This is what niggas do. Niggas be telling, and niggas can't live with not doing crime. Because that's all they know. I had to rewire my brain to actually not be on any type of criminal mindset. You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, I didn't do a crime in almost 10 years right now. Like, that's, nigga, I could be doing scams right now. I could be scamming and be up millions of dollars right now. Like, literally. Like, I'm like one of the smartest niggas you will ever meet. Anybody that know you will tell you that. I'm doing it. It's a way that I'm finessing, but it's not illegal. You know what I mean? What I'm doing is not illegal. So, you know, I got brand deals. I got YouTube. I got a business. I got a real live job where I punch the clock. So, I don't spend money on a crazy level or how things I used to spend, because I done had hundreds of thousands multiple times in my life. So it's not now. It's not no more. It's not about buying all this and buying all that. It's about a future plan for me. You know what I mean? Yes, the nigga that was selling crack, MJ. I was locked up with him. You seen that video of him shot the nigga? He shot the nigga broad daylight in the morning. It was raining. He shot the nigga with the blue coat on. He had the Nike ski mask on. I was locked up with him. His name is MJ. He told. I was locked up with him. He was with me. He was with 6ix9ine. He was with all of us. We was in the snitch jail in Queens, in New York, Queens, New York. The jail was called Geo. It was like a warehouse, you heard? He shot the nigga he shot was a rat too. You had rats coming home selling crack in Times Square in their Hell's Kitchen. You had snitches that snitched, come home and start selling crack with each other. That's so stupid, because you know somebody's gonna tell if you get caught. You know what I mean? You have rats hanging out with each other and rats snitching on each other. And then one rat shot the other rat, and that nigga got 23 years for shooting that nigga in Times Square. I would never again, never do a crime. Never, hell no, never, bro. Never. Let's hear what Axe saying, y'all. My bad. Oh, nah, we ain't playing no music. I ain't gonna lie. They not about to clap my live. We not as lit as academics. We can't afford that.
You love Didi so much because Didi like that. You think anybody related to his bloodline like that? You thought because Didi, like, you just grandfathered this nigga in. You know what you should have told him? Go catch 3 bodies. It should have been a minimum.
It don't matter about if you catch a body or not, bro. Like,
yo, you got my man crying after his first drill. I know about the murder. I'll tell you right now. Nigga, we're not even here for a murder.
Niggas catch bodies and still go to jail, bro.
brother, we're trying to let you go. No, just let me know. I know about some shit. I know about you.
Niggas catch bodies and
Brother,
still tell,
calm
gang.
down. We don't even got no charges on you. Oh my God, I don't want to come on, my mama. Brother, you're not even going to jail. We're just bringing you to McDonald's. Holy shit, man.
We were really in this shit. I'm 300, I won't change every day. I'm still in this shit. Mary Jane's 40 concealed, can't even see this bitch. Lightning so fast, we catch you like you mean Jesus, bitch.
Oh no, turn from this, turn from this. We ain't doing that. We not doing that. Let's hear what else he had to say.
For anybody who's connected to these people, listen, stick to the script, okay? Whatever Durk said in court, that's the truth, the whole truth, and it better be nothing else but the truth. Don't get on social media trying to clear shit up. Ain't no clearing up. Whatever Durk's lawyer said is what happened, all right? That's it.
Yeah, bro, whatever y'all want to know, I'm going to tell y'all, bro.
Okay.
I'm going to tell y'all the facts.
So they posted a TMZ video from shooting, and it says the cross is, okay. So we're kind of waiting for what's going to happen with that. Now, let me give you a little bit more information as we are awaiting Jam. We think Jam is going to be the first prosecution witness that is going to be dropping 50. Now, it's important to know that
I'm gonna give y'all the facts.
Along the way, started to feel that Durk wasn't giving him the appropriate support. Okay, you know, he felt he would slide. That he's having a problem getting paid from Durk. Apparently, gets locked up. You know, those calls ain't getting answered as quickly. The lawyer money doesn't really happen. While he's locked up, his baby mother gets killed. Now, what Jam is thinking, wait, when Durk's brother got killed, there was an entire slide for D thing, slide for Vaughn. So here's the thing about the pawns in the game here, and I'm editorializing a little bit, but it's important to understand the story. That's why Jam at some point said, you know, fuck this shit, man. I gotta choose me over them. That's what he's doing. He's choosing him over the game. Okay, that's why he called himself Sam in the book. His baby mama dies while he's in prison. She gets murdered. There were some rumors that Durk.
Yo, hit the like button, y'all. We got 52 likes, 109 people in the building.
To testify or cooperate. People are saying that's a little bit more.
All right, we got some more.
Okay,
let's go.
All bad. Now, there's a video which I think people falsely claim he was looking nervous, like, oh, it's clear he was wearing a wire. Apparently, there was no.
He wasn't wearing a wire. It would have came out already.
The feds still have.
It would have came out in arguments that he was wearing a wire. He was not wearing a wire, bro. Like, that's not how this goes. In the feds, everything has to come out, bro.
Uncomfortable. So he started looking uncomfortable around the guys, and that's one of the things about this like crime culture. You know, these guys act like they're closer with men. That the only link is throwing up gang signs and hanging out and going to get bitches. They don't even really all get money together. And you got to look at that person every time y'all chilling and be like, yo, is that person down to risk his life for me? And a lot of times the answer is yes. Because they think in the moment of, well, if somebody try to jump me, they're going to be with me. We fight together.
Nigga got a whole watermelon, Jack.
We doing it together. We getting bitches doing it together. But when you're alone,
well, 1/4 of a watermelon.
In that interrogation room, you're locked up in, you know, it wasn't Cook County, it was in, and you're isolated and you're calling home, you're telling your baby moms or whoever, yo, see what the guys is on. Yo, I need something. But they got me with this public defender. This shit ain't gonna work. Like, this nigga don't know what's going on. Like, I need a lawyer. Baby moms come back like, I ain't gonna cap with you. Them niggas not answering my call.
Right, that's how I go. Some niggas start snitching after that, you heard?
What's important, what's interesting, and this is what I'm saying about all of that shit, if you don't believe that OTF Jam signed, sealed, and delivered Durk to the feds, when he got locked up,
yeah, Jam did all that, bro.
Right here. The ruling on the exhibit. By the way, he's known in this thing as PW1. What is going to be very important for you to see is right here, chat. Right here, it got admitted too. right here. Hold on. What it say? It's a handwritten note, nigga. That nigga wrote on a napkin to the goddamn police. Hey, listen. Come in here and come talk to me. I know about a lot of fucking bodies. I don't know what's said on the note, but there's a handwritten note. If niggas get locked up and they got handwritten notes being admitted into custody, you know they got some incriminating shit on them.
He probably wrote a handwritten note like, yo, I want to talk.
Come holler at me.
Tell him to holler at me. Call the feds.
Come holler at me.
That's how niggas be doing it.
Come holler at me.
Like me, I was lying the whole time. I'm blaming other niggas that I'm acting like I'm just a doja, you heard? And the whole time I was the mastermind behind the all the heist, you heard? But when the feds came, nigga, all that went out the window, nigga. You better tell the truth, nigga. You going to jail forever.
Okay. Give me 1 second. By the way, did you see what Jam had said to Baby Threat? We just seen Baby Threat crying up a storm, snot bubbles and everything. He said, man, Baby Threat said, fuck me in his interview? Okay, we should look for the interview then. Oh, so Lil Ted must have did an interview. And he spoke on Jam. Lil Ted interview. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, this is 3 years ago. Okay. Speculation there, rock with Lil Reese. This is the full interview. We want to hear about what he said about Jam.
Yeah, whatever y'all want to know, bro. Huh? Whatever y'all want to know about the federal trials, about anything, nigga, I'm going to tell y'all, nigga.
You gotta be that interview, right?
Drew Foreign is in the spot. A nigga that been to the feds.
Nah, I gotta play that.
He will tell you that this, what Durk is doing, is allowed, nigga. The federal niggas in the jails is jacking that, nigga. They're like, niggas is bugging, trying to throw dirt on Durk. Like, hell no, nigga. And I'm supposed to be a nigga that's saying, yes, this is snitching. The streets is dead. Durk. No, nigga, I'm not gonna do that. Niggas is crazy trying to violate Durk name like that, nigga. You don't do that to Durk, nigga. Like, nigga, you got niggas that's on cooperation agreements on him, telling on him, actively snitching on him. There's no such thing as that, bro. It's the difference is it's before the trial and you pointing the finger at me and then I start snitching on you. That's different than I'm on trial for my life. You on a cooperation agreement, nigga. Proffering more than 30 times, nigga. I don't know nothing he did. That nigga did what he did that he admitted to y'all, nigga. What are y'all talking about? Niggas trying to say Durk is a rat, so K-Flock is a rat. K-Flock saying he killed the nigga, but not the nigga that I sat on, Mook, he's a rat. Well, he probably is a rat because he started bringing up Real Right and Jeezy and Telly, and they wasn't even what they was being asked about, right? He said he killed S-Dot because the niggas killed his brother, and he wanted revenge. He didn't kill S-Dot because it was in furtherance of a gang. K-Flock said he killed Waska because of the split of the moment thing that happened between them. Not because Waska was OY and he was Blazer or whatever, or DOA. K-Flock admitted to that. His lawyer admitted to that in court. So K-Flock is a rat too? That's what niggas is saying? Niggas don't know nothing about nothing. Just running their jibs, bro. Running their jibs, don't know nothing about nothing, gang. Real shit. Real shit, gang. Real shit.
At the station, he had a box of Kleenex, huh?
Hey, come on, bro. Like, playing this trash-ass music, bro. Like, listen to Trap Lil Ross right here, bro. Like, really listen to him. Like, son is talking some nonsense.
He saved Young Thug. Young Thug wouldn't be out here in the world walking around free with a tank top on, you know what I'm saying, talking about this person's a rat, that person's a rat, if it wasn't YSL Woody. King Rat, all right? And YSL Woody don't like me, but it is what it is, man. We just being honest about what's going on out here.
Shout out to Crashes.
So, allegedly, Jam is going to be testifying today. I'm hearing that it is going to be absolutely wild. This might be the craziest day of the whole trial. I don't know.
Niggas don't know how the feds work.
Okay,
niggas just chatting.
While he mentioned YSL Woody, it's very important that I kind of give the context. Number one, the state does stuff very different from the feds. So the feds get you to plead guilty. They seal all your documents. They have you by the balls. And if you play around in court, you fucked yourself up. You didn't fuck them up. Okay, they're not gonna go with one witness. Here's the issue and here's the problem that was for the Fulton County. Fulton County one of the main witnesses that got the RICO kind of drummed up, and even though he probably doesn't like to admit this, was Woody. Woody went up in there, whether it was lying or not, he spun a bunch of tales up in the interrogation room. They were, because a lot of people died, they didn't have direct evidence, they were relying on Woody to get this shit off. Now, here's the thing about Woody.
Y'all know I'm going to break this down better than anybody, gang. Y'all know that.
You can just send me to jail.
Like, y'all know the
Time
facts.
was running out.
It's basically going to add to it. Vonnie's going to take the stand eventually. And look, I do agree with a lot of what people are saying. You know, Durk's doing what he's supposed to do. If Vonnie is completely copping to all the crimes and organising everything, you got to point the finger back at him.
You see what Trap Lil Ross is trying to do? Trap Lil Ross is trying to put a narrative that Durk is a rat. All these niggas that's trying to create the narrative that it's okay to snitch, that's what they all trying to do, you heard? Nah, nigga, y'all, this the nigga that took the stand, nigga. I'm gonna tell you, nigga, that's not okay, nigga. Fuck. It's not okay, nigga. This like, nigga, my friends I grew up with not in no jail, nigga. Like, what, nigga? What? That shit ain't cool, nigga. Like, that shit cool. That shit is not cool, nigga. That shit is not cool, bro. How you in the court and still don't know what's going on? You in the court, right? Yo, shouts to All About the Money, bro. How you in the court and you don't know what's going on? Talking about, I guess this is snitching. I don't know. Yo, tell me in the comment section. Like, no, nigga, this ain't no ratting, nigga. It'd be a difference if this was before trial. And I get caught, you get caught, and the proceedings is going on, and you telling me, and I find out you telling on me, so, oh, yeah, I want to say he did it. No, that's ratting, nigga. When we on trial and you and your co-defendants agree to do this, this is our defense, nigga. That ain't no snitching, nigga. All the real niggas in the real yards and the federal penitentiaries, they done had the same defense. What is niggas talking about? Niggas ain't talking nothing but blubberish.
For him to, stay solid and say, oh, I don't know.
You hear? Durk is still solid. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That nigga's a rat. That nigga's a cooperating witness. Them niggas is cooperating witnesses, bro. What are you talking about? Yes, them niggas is lying. Whatever they did, they did. Whatever they admitted, they did, nigga. I don't got nothing to do with that. What you talking about? Like, what? Like, he supposed to just sit there like John Gotti, right? Oh, just sit there. Let the Lord know, nigga. You defend yourself, nigga. That's the best defense. And I hope Durk get on. Even if Durk get on the stand, niggas gonna say he's telling because he's in his own defense, because he's defended himself. Like, that don't make any sense, bro. Niggas just be chatting, gang. Mad at these bloggers don't know what they talking about, bro. They don't know nothing about federal system. They never faced the feds. They never faced the state. They never faced a RICO. They never faced a crime in their life. And they don't know about law. They never studied law. They never did none of this to know about this, bro. They just Google or chat GPT something and saying that this is Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I put anything on Vonnie, but I don't know what happened. That would be dumb. That wouldn't be such a good defense. It wouldn't get him anywhere. So it is what it is, man. But everybody's anticipating a wild day of testimony from OTF Jam. It is going to be wild. We heard some crazy details about him.
Right.
Sending some text messages.
Listen, bro. OTF Jam done prepped already. This is how it goes, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how it goes. This is how it goes. OTF Jam prepped. Nigga, do niggas not understand what it means when a nigga say OTF Jam prepped? That means that he had multiple proffers. A proffer is when you go to court and the feds take you. You don't go to regular court and sit in the bus with everybody else. The feds put you in an unmarked car and you be driving. Nigga, I done drove around Brooklyn. Nigga, I done been in my neighborhood, nigga. Locked up. Niggas think I'm in jail, nigga. I'm in the neighborhood right now, nigga. In the backseat with the feds, nigga. Going to a proffer, nigga. Going downtown Brooklyn. Coming from Queens, nigga. Coming from Queens. Going through Eastern Parkway. Going through Atlantic Avenue, nigga. I'm in the backseat. Eating, nigga. They give you whatever you want to eat, nigga, because they gotta butter you up. They gotta make you feel comfortable. So that's what the feds do, nigga. They ask you whatever food you want, nigga. It's no budget. It comes off a government card, nigga. You heard? You in jail, you go into a proffer, they cuff your feet, they give you the phone, nigga. They give you the phone. They give you the phone. You could be on the phone, you could call your girl. I done seen niggas go on proffers, right? And they girl come in the room, nigga, they'll have your girl come a real visit. This ain't no jail visit where a CO watching you. No, a real visit, nigga. Your girl come in the room with you, nigga. They leave out. You could get the neck. You could do whatever. Kiss your girl. You probably could fuck her real quick. Real shit, nigga. If the feds want certain information from you, they gonna give you whatever. You heard? I done seen niggas locked up, go to proffers, come back with drugs, nigga. Come back with drugs, nigga. I'm telling you, bro, this is a different type of game niggas dealing with. This is the U.S. government, bro. This is the craziest entity that ever faced the planet on this planet, gang. Niggas don't know what they talking about, gang. Oh, Jam gonna go up there and do this. No, he's not. Jam is gonna go up there and admit to everything he ever did in his life, nigga. This is the time to take the stand, nigga. Jam is locked up around snitches all day, so he's used to being a snitch. It's embedded in his blood and his DNA now. Vonnie, he's used to being a snitch. It's embedded in his blood and his DNA now, bro. You get what I'm saying? They not locked up in regular jail with regular niggas. They in snitch jails, bro. They're in snitch jails. They probably in the same snitch jail, just not in the same house. They won't have them in the same house because they could use that as a defense. Like, yo, them niggas came up with this. They came up with this defense while they was in their shit. You heard? That's how it go. That's how it go. Hold on, my bad.
For it to slide and stuff like that, and yeah, just absolutely crazy. I'll see you with an update. All right, so I'm back at the courthouse. So I'm out here outside the courthouse. We got a whole bunch of friends. We made new friends. We made haters along the way, man. There's a whole lot going on out here. But what is going on is that there was some new testimony. The lead detective on the case has been testifying. They gave some more information. We ended yesterday after we kind of heard all of the updates about, you know, we saw the surveillance footage inside the gas station convenience store. We saw the shooting as it happened. But this time we saw a whole bunch of extra stuff, and really we heard a lot about the cars, right? It was here Durk be talking about we on them cars. Well, apparently they was really on them cars. Now the BMW that Vonnie was driving was hiding 2 blocks away, about 7 minutes walk away, 2 blocks driving from when the murder happened. But what's crazy is we actually heard that it's likely that when Quando Rondo's car fled the scene after the shooting, it might have actually driven right past where Vonnie's BMW was hiding. But you know what's even more crazy? It wasn't entirely clear before exactly what was going on. We know that that BMW had gone to and from Durk's house a whole bunch of times, but they revealed Vonnie was trying to be slick. He basically allegedly had driven that BMW, all right, from 2 blocks down the street after seeing Quando Rondo's car go past. He went and parked the BMW somewhere in Hollywood, and you know what he did? He then got an Uber directly to Durk's house from where he left the car, and they know where he left the car. So that's not really a great look, to be honest with you guys. That's not looking too good for Vonnie. So right after that, all right, that's basically what we ended up seeing was everybody linked up at In-N-Out before Vonnie ditched the car. But apparently, quite literally minutes before, as the alleged killers were walking into In-N-Out to go and get a burger, the flights home were suddenly booked. Someone from Durk's team allegedly booked the flights. It was connected to his Amex account, and basically...
I thought that was co-conspirator 3. We still don't know who that is. They haven't named him yet, huh?
That's the other snitch, bro.
Saying like, the flights were booked, and then the killers had it In-N-Out, and then they flew back to Chicago. Ooh, a whole bunch of them together. So that's not really such a great look, all right? Honestly, LeBron committed the murder. It's like, yeah, but one of...
There's Attorney Jazz. Who else is up there? Huh? Who else is up there, chat? Yeah, she's not really doing the update stuff. Now, I did see Lawyer for Workers. He got some updates.
Nigga, Jam.
Are we freezing? Are we good? My bad if it cut out for a second. I'm not too sure what happened. Here we go. Let's catch up on all our updates from Lawyer for Workers.
All the information they needed. I mean, it gave them tons and tons of info. GPS coordinates, this and that. How did this all stack up to Durk Banks? Well, look, when you follow the detective's testimony, it's unquestionable that the people who have cooperated were in the car, were there, were shooting. You see them on camera.
Right.
How does it connect to Banks today? As far as they got, the only real connection they could make is that Banks had been staying at a home that they rented for almost $40,000 a month for long before this murder happened. He's been out there for a couple months. He had planned to be there for a while.
Right.
Then they've got OTF Bonnie's rental car's GPS coordinates showing that he would go to that house back and forth. Now, what was said in that house, did it have anything to do with the murder conspiracy? We haven't gotten there yet. So what they've done, what they've established, uncontested facts about the murder, uncontested that Vonnie and some of these other cooperators did this, you could see it on camera, and uncontested that Vonnie's rental car was at this home occupied by Durk Banks. There was a narrative out there, I heard, that, oh, Durk had flown out to LA at the time. No, he was already in LA. He was based in LA. He was operating out of LA like many entertainers do, with the rental home and his wife and his kids all staying there with him. So all in all, a good day for Durk. It's not anywhere where he was really hurt. I thought actually the one part the investigator tried to put a line and a thought into the jury's head. He said, oh, as you can see from these videos, you see OTF Vonnie and you see little Durk, and they're at all these jewelry stores, and he's his assistant. You can see he's negotiating jewelry transactions for him. And then Brian Steele's there. He said, objection, that's speculation. Where's he coming from? That he just saw a YouTube video where the guy's in a jewelry store together. How is he negotiating transactions on behalf of little Durk? The objection was sustained. That means that the testimony was not allowed as to that point. Where does that leave us? Well, OTF Jam will be testifying tomorrow. We'll get the rest of the lead investigator's testimony to see if he can build further links to Durk Banks. And ultimately, we're going to get OTF.
Yes, they're going to ask him, how did you meet him?
Wednesday, maybe Thursday this week.
They're going to ask him, how did you meet him? How did you do this? How did you do that? How did you do that?
Wait, hold on.
That's what's going to happen, bro.
The way the cops got their hands on GPS records showing the movements of the white BMW that OTF Vonnie rented and used in this murder is remarkable. So the cops got a search warrant for the rental car company to go seize the car. They seize the car. They start, trying to get their hands on the onboard computer and diagnostics to get any information they can. Time goes by, they got nothing. And the rental car company...
Yeah, I noticed it like the back of my hand, bro.
Say, hey, it's going to be a while. We're still trying to get some stuff. This is a serious case. Rental car company guy goes, hey, by the way, I got GPS trackers on all my cars. I could give you that data. You can see everywhere where the car's been. Oh, really? They didn't even subpoena that. He went and handed it over, gets his car back. The GPS tracker is huge. It shows the movements of that car, makes it absolutely clear that they were following Quando, that car was there at the scene of the shooting. And the car goes to and from quite often over the course of 10, 12 days, the residence that Durk Banks is staying at. This is going to be a problem for
God, break down what it's like for a witness.
Previewed it, and they don't deny
bro, when you about to go sit on the stand, it's crazy, bro.
Acknowledge that OTF Vonnie was an employee of Durk. He did a lot of work for Durk and his companies. Ultimately, what they're going to stand on is he did not pay Vonnie or order Vonnie to go and execute and
Vonnie did this being thirsty.
Murder. How will that play? Look, I think it's going to come down to how good OTF Vonnie's testimony is, whether the cross-examination tears him to pieces, and ultimately, if Durk Banks has to take the stand to tell the other side of the story and explain to the jury that, yes, I'm very close to this person.
I told you.
Is around. He's this, he's that. But this stuff about the murder, let me show you our relationship. It never got there.
I told you.
To that. The way the cops got their hands on GPS records.
I told you,
the
nigga.
Infinity owner who took a picture with Durk just gave up all the info, but he's a civilian, He was tired of his car.
I told you, nigga. You take the stand in your own defense, nigga.
Out of service. He was paying probably insurance, paying payments on it. He wants to get it back in his rotation that he can rent it to other people.
You take the stand in your own defense,
on
nigga.
How stupid this is. We haven't seen it yet, but there's a written statement. Durk would have gotten it in discovery. It's signed by...
By the way, everybody spam up refresh. If I'm muted, it's because it's a bug.
Niggas don't be knowing what they talking about, bro. Niggas do not know law, bro. Stop listening to these blogging niggas, bro.
That's how this shit works. I haven't seen it. It hasn't been confirmed, but when you cooperate, when they had a bunch of evidence on this guy, it was clear that they got him. He's cooked. So he gives a statement and he writes, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, because that guy paid me to. And the whole internet is like, oh my God, that guy is snitching. Let's throw the internet away, bro. Like, this shit doesn't work. Let's go back to fucking NBC, Peter Jennings, just tell you nothing. At least it was accurate, or it didn't try to just be completely stupid. Let's put a finer point on how stupid.
Niggas don't know what they talking about Durk is ratting.
Like, oh, the craziest thing happened. Actually, the craziest thing happened that nobody reported on was that one of the jurors was involved in a severe car accident last night
and was undergoing surgery when the trial was starting up today. We heard from the judge that the spouse of the juror called and said, yo, there's this crazy car accident going into surgery. The juror's not going to be able to make it. And that juror was replaced with an alternate. So we started with 80 people in the jury pool. We got down to 12 jurors and 4 alternates. And now
Durk gonna have to, nigga, take the stand in his own defense, nigga. Jam probably testifying right now, bro. Jam probably testifying right now. He probably about to get off the stand right now, bro. You heard? Jam probably gonna get off the stand right now, and he probably gonna come back tomorrow. Jam gonna be testifying probably for like 2 or 3 days, bro. That's how it go, bro. That's how it go. Feel what I'm saying? Jam really know that nigga, so they gonna go through mad different things about Jam. You get what I'm saying? That's how it go, bro. These niggas don't know what they talking about. Hold on, let me put the AC on real quick, y'all. The central air. You know nigga got central air in this spot. Let me put central air on in the spot real quick, because it's getting hot. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Like, niggas don't be knowing what they talking about, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, bro. Because nobody gonna break this shit down like I'm gonna break it down, bro. Nobody gonna break it down like I'm gonna break it down, gang. Like, you feel me? Nobody gonna break it down like your boy Kha.Reality, bro. I'm gonna give y'all the truth, bro. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. You heard? Nobody gonna break it down like me, gang. Nobody. If you want to support the channel, scan that QR code, download free cash. I get paid every time somebody download that app. The Cash App is in the chat. The Cash App is on top of the screen. Support the channel, y'all. Y'all know niggas not gonna break this shit down like I'm gonna break it down. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But only God and the jurors could judge, bro, at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I know boy is probably guilty. But it's still a trial going on, right? You get what I'm saying? I don't stand for, like, that street stuff and all that no more. Like, I don't stand for that. But at the end of the day, it's still a trial going on, gang. And niggas is just trying to make Durk look mad bad. Like, that's messed up.
They were talking about some other flights. And the guy's like, no, I don't know. In my opinion, if I were a juror, I'd be looking at that going, okay, well, what was it about? I'd really want to know what it was about. And if you told me what it was about, I would say the government is full of fucking you know what. I just said the F, but I didn't say the S. So it goes. Next video, we're going to cover the rest of what the detective said and the rest of Brian Steele's cross-examination. Like, comment, follow. Let me know you need part 2. Alleged text.
All right. All right, then. Trap Lord back with another one. Look like it's about lunchtime. We're getting constant videos now.
Most intense things that we saw today was a very long and extended look at what was going on inside that.
By the way, I want to get Trap Lord and Lord Workers to kind of do a dual video, because it appears that they're both not really on the same page. I kind of sense like,
yeah, because Trap Lord Roast don't know what he's talking about, bro.
He's kind of debunking some of the stuff Trap Lord is saying.
He don't know what he's talking about. Like, when it come to law and federal law, like, he don't, and snitching and all that, he don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
In-N-Out Burger location after the murder happened. Now, we saw basically, you know, the alleged hitters along with DD in the In-N-Out. But not only were they in the In-N-Out, they were checking their phones. They were all looking at their phones. At one point, DD put his arm around Jam and showed him something on his phone. It was ages. And I'm not going to lie, we saw the whole footage. It was multiple minutes long. It was a long-ass time. We basically watched them waiting for their whole order in In-N-Out. And what?
So Jam is going to say, yo, when he put his arm around me, we was checking to see the news about the murder. That's what they was looking at. They always looking at the blogs and Say Cheese and all that and Chiracology. They always checking the blogs to see who got hit and who died. If it was Quando Rondo that got died. So that's what they was doing. And Jam is gonna break that down on the stand. Jam is gonna break that down on the stand. That's what Jam is gonna be saying when they ask Jam about it.
seriously crazy about that is the whole time they looking shifty. I'm not gonna lie, they were low-key looking like people that might have just done something they shouldn't have done. The whole time they in and out, they looking at their phones, they're looking over their shoulders, looking around, they kind of looking mad shifty, looking out the windows as if they thinking, yo, I hope the cops don't turn up any second. That was kind of crazy on its own, but then like in addition to that, they all on their phones, they're all looking at their phones, sharing things, looking at each other. Jam's talking on the phone for an extended period of time.
He's really an obsessive fan. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a fan, bro.
But they're all looking at their phones. Everybody was looking at their phones.
I can't no more, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Durk looked pretty pissed off when that was going on. I'll be real with you.
I used to be a fan, bro. Like,
you know.
Okay, we're getting some body language by Durk. They're talking about Durk in court, watching that footage.
A little bit upset. He looked frustrated. He kind of grimaced at certain points. And they brought up his Amex records, showing the flights have been booked in his Amex. Basically, after everyone had their
all right, that's why he's saying Vonnie did it.
Like
Vonnie did all that. That has nothing to do with me, bro. Yeah, Vonnie is my thing. So if Durk do take the stand, that's what Durk gotta say. When I tell him don't put nothing in my name, I'm talking about any bullshit crap that he got going on. You know that I'm not involved in none of that. So don't make sure that my name is not on nothing, bro. That's what Durk gotta say.
Grimace from him. So I'm not gonna lie, that in and out footage was definitely not a good look. You know, a bunch of guys that allegedly just did a hit. They're all in the In-N-Out Burger wearing the same shoes.
This not pre-recorded, bro. I'm live right now, bro. I'm live right now as we speaking.
That they were wearing in the footage of the hit. And then they all on their phones. Immediately after that, we were then shown the TMZ clip. Obviously, it's, the same incident where after the shooting, the car kind of pulls over at another gas station in Hollywood, and we hear Quando screaming no as Pav is pulled out from the car. It's really, really sad stuff. That clip that we saw on TMZ. Now, they didn't say this yet, but it did give you the impression that perhaps that was what they were looking at on their phones inside In-N-Out, because they said that the TMZ reporter had been dispatched immediately to the scene after Quando was on the street screaming no. That's how it was all captured on video. There were apparently amateur videographers, TMZ reporters, everybody was all there trying to get their little clip, and it's honestly dark, to be honest with you, to think that somebody gets killed and their friend is screaming no on the side of the street, and people's first thought is to get the camera out and film. TMZ's first thought is to send somebody down there. That's honestly dark. But anyway,
it's dark that you sitting up there trying to push to the narrative that Little Durk is a snitch and saying, oh, is this snitching, y'all? When you don't come from this, you don't know what snitching is in the feds. You don't know nothing about this. That's dark. That's dark that you so much of a fan and so much obsessed with this, but racist at the same time that you trying to say niggas is ratting so niggas can look bad so you can have more content. That's dark. That's dark.
Let's hear.
Yeah, he should have got niggas from Cali to do that.
This maybe.
So Brian still brings up the freaking text, and the freaking fans is like, nah, you can't bring that in. But Brian's still so crafty that, remember, what did the cops say? The cops say, oh, Durk said don't book no fights with my name on it. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. So then the government like, it's no foundation for that. The judge like, no, your cops said it. So then we find out that Durk was sending some messages to somebody who wasn't responding on 8/8/17.
Nah, yeah, they probably would have told.
Still gonna post. They're like, nobody said anything. So then Durk texts, I'm gonna fall back from this. And he said all this shit, and the cop is basically like, I don't know what this means. And Brian still is walking him down, because if you don't know what none of these texts mean, but you know what don't book no fights in my name mean.
So how do you know?
There has to be a reason, right? So then Durk say, let's flip this real quick. Durk say, I'ma just fall back from this shit, and then Durk texts the person blood, and then the cops say, oh, that means blood means homie in Chicago. So then why did y'all name Lil Durk Blood and not everybody else Blood? So then Durk then text, don't book no fights, no names involved with me. And then the cops said, that means because he didn't want to be involved. That's why I said don't book it. And then Brian's still like, so James Smith is employed by Lil Durk. Cop like, yeah. Brian's still like, so he didn't listen? Cop like, nah, the fight was already booked.
I don't know. It probably be less than that.
Still walks him down again.
You should probably be done in like a
Brian
week.
said,
Oh, nah,
said
jury
Friday,
deliberations.
the
Yeah,
fights
probably
were
like
booked,
2 weeks.
Do like, yeah. But then Brian still say, but they was booked again after Durk told him don't book no shit in my name. So if they was already
okay, yeah, they did book returning flights too.
Purchased before, why did you book the damn fights? But then you sit around and you don't book him another way. So he didn't listen to none of the shit Durk said. So there's no way to know that dude even read these messages at all. At all. So then the dude say, I can only tell you what's said by Durk. Brian still says, so why did he listen the second time? And dude flat out his mouth say, I don't know. And then we went to break.
Okay, so it looked like Brian Steele was pressing that detective, huh?
And the reason that document is crazy is because it's the Astro Sounds contract. But it's been Ola Alabaga saying that's the press manager. I mean, that's the president, manager, and the organizer, and it's not signed by Lil Durk. And Brian still brings that up. He's like, there's no proof Lil Durk knew about the MX cards. He didn't sign it or any of that shit. So then Brian still brings up Durk's name was used by Vonnie, but nobody used the cards but Vonnie. So we found out only Vonnie is the one using these cards, bro. So Brian still says it again, says, tell the jury. He says this shit to the jury because he's not looking at the jury when he's testifying. So it says Jason Smith used the cards to buy flights, and then Brian still says, what text did you see for the flights? Then the cop walks right into this when it says, don't book no flights with my name on it. Brian still says, we'll get to that, but no others. Cop says no. So Brian still says, did you see Vonnie and Smith calls? And then playing phone tag and all this shit, and Brian still like, I mean, the cop like, yeah. Brian still like, William Malcolm was supposed to come and didn't. And they're like, yeah, but Durk never called William Malcolm at all. You don't see any freaking calls between him. Then you see 8:17, 8:19, 8:20, Jam and Durk ain't speak on the phone. And that's important because of what we said earlier about the cop, about Jam saying, bruh, hey man, I talked to Durk the day before I flew out, or the day that I flew out. And he just basically walked into that and was like, nah, that actually, I didn't see no cause between that. And then basically the cops say, I know Durk Banks' names was used to buy them flights. And then they bring up Exhibit 118, and that's the text. And the reason that document is crazy is because it's the Astro Sounds contract.
Okay. Interesting. Trying to get, who else is doing some updates, chat? I think Trap Lord posted another part, but he deleted it. I don't know why.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He posted another part, but he deleted it. Who else?
Niggas don't be knowing what they talking about, these guys.
Someone said, don't watch Seti, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Why do y'all think Seti doesn't know what he's talking about if he's in court?
Niggas don't be knowing what they talking about, but said he know that son is not no
Twitter.
rat. I tell you that.
Thank you for that. Taylor Parise. Here we go. Oh. Oh wow, LA Magazine is out there. Oh shit. Chat, you know we're overdue for a new little white babe for me. You know we need a little snow bunny now. A little well-educated, know how to read. Not ratchet. Not one of the white girls that want to be black. You feel what I'm saying? White girls that like being white. Yo, Drake, move over, man. This might be my Bobby Altoff. You never know. Drizzy, double date.
Phones off, like reading from their phones. So the prosecution and Detective Karius alleged possibly they were looking at the news because there was a TMZ video they said went viral very quickly after this happened. And this is all alleged. This is all the prosecution asking Detective Karius, and he is speculating what he...
Wait, give me 1 second. Did we miss? Okay. Let me read all her updates real quick. Her updates starting today. She said, the energy in the room changed once Brian Steele began Cross. In their opening statements on Monday, the defense actually highlighted many interviews that the cooperators did. They weren't recorded.
Right.
Steele's focus on this today. He points out that OTF Jam, who was expected to testify today, he was interviewed 30 times, but only 3 were recorded. Karius, Karius, he was present 5 times with Keith Jones. Only 1 was recorded. And Karius was present during 10 with Vonnie and Grant.
Those are 302s. Those are called 302s. Prosecutors.
They believe
Hold on, let him say something.
that this is due to U.S. attorney procedure.
It is.
Okay. This was the I think the agent. Okay, so the agent was testifying that the reason why I didn't record it, or why those things probably were not recorded, was because of the U.S. attorney procedure. So obviously Jam, when they said that he met 30 times, probably the majority of that is meeting with the AUSAs as they prepare for trial. Steele asked Karras if the best, most accurate way to get interviews is through audio recording. Karras says yes. Karras testified that he records his own interviews. Steele asks if this was because Karras knew this was the best way. Karras says yes. Steele also asked if it was possible that there was motivation to put innocent people away because cooperators such as Grant and Vonnie, so Vonnie and Jam knew they were facing life in prison. The detective says,
yeah, I've been through it. I've been in OTF Jam's shoes. I've been in Vonnie's shoes. I done sat on the stand, nigga. I know what it's like.
Easy corner three,
it's not nothing I'm proud of, but I know what it's like. I know the feds, bro.
The detective, which is a government witness, to admit, and also a witness that's a cop that is very intimate or dealt with this case a lot.
He's their agents. He's their handlers.
Yes, we do understand that it's a possibility that they are cooperating just because they're facing life in prison. Okay. Okay, let's keep it going.
Yes, he's their agent. That nigga that's on the stand is their agent. He's the nigga that's gonna that handles anything that goes to do with them. It's that he's their handler, nigga. He's their handler. So when they only recorded 3 or 4 prophets, it's because that's the procedure, nigga. They sit all the other prophets. It's about other things Jam done, other murders he done talked about. Remember, he profited to mad different murders, so he got a profit and talk about mad different murders. They probably had to fly detectives from Chicago out to LA to have him talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Jam is right now being held in a private jail ran by marshals. Vonnie is being held in a private jail. Them niggas is in private facilities. They're not in regular facilities, bro. They're in private facilities. You get what I'm saying? They're not in regular facilities. They're in private facilities with nothing but snitches around them. They're living in snitch jail. That's where they living at. Same type of jail me and 6ix9ine was in, bro. That's where they at.
The driver just ran from the scene. It's like, fuck this. Yo, they here to kill y'all niggas, not me. I'm out. I'm out. Yo, the driver turned to a runner. The driver said, fuck this, pieces, deuces, I'm out of here. No, of course not. We miss Lauren. We gotta get Lauren in there, huh? Lauren, baby, where you at?
Takes off, and later is in that video that was shown yesterday where the victim was attempted to be possessed. We also saw in and out footage of the alleged shooters. We saw Wilson, Hester, Jones, and Lindsay. They're on their phones, they're joking around. And that was a point that the prosecution really wanted to make. They were laughing with each other, they were cajoling, they were showing each other's phones off, like reading from their phones. So the prosecution and Detective Kha.realityTV alleged possibly they were looking at the news because there was a TMZ video they said went viral.
Now, granted, they don't know that they ain't killed Quando yet. So they're probably refreshing. They're trying to see if there's any rumors about the shooting. They're probably also waiting to hear that whoever was in the car, everybody died. You know, like obviously they want Quando dead, but you know, I'm pretty sure these guys are not like, oh no, let's only kill Quando. They were like, nigga, whoever's in the car, everybody gets Swiss cheese. Fuck it.
Very quickly after this happened, and this is all alleged, this is all the prosecution asking Detective Kha.realityTV, and he is speculating what he believes they may have been talking about as they're joking in this in and out. They did order food very quickly after the shooting occurred at the Mobil gas station. We also have a little bigger, clearer of an idea of where Grant possibly was after the shooting. It says the BMW that was rented by Grant at the VM Exotics, that BMW had a GPS tracker on it. So after it was parked about a 7-minute walk away from the Mobil gas station where the shooting occurred, and then driven towards the direction of the Infinity, which is the stolen car that the shooters were in. And once that BMW goes to In-N-Out, Grant Grant gets out, the alleged shooters get out. So we're not quite clear how people got into the Infinity. There's a little bit of confusion on a possible vehicle swap or people meeting at some point in between the shooting and the visit to In-N-Out. But we do know Grant gets back in that BMW. The BMW GPS shows the BMW going to Aqua Vista Street in Hollywood, where he then takes an Uber to the house that
she putting me to sleep, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
We also had to watch that.
I had to put it in my own chat, nigga.
Today, that has a better image of Quando Rondo screaming no as his cousin lies on the ground. Mrs. Robinson.
Y'all know I'm gonna break this shit down.
The victim was in the room at that time, and
y'all know.
Shows a lot of concern for her when he's showing these videos, checking in, making sure she's been informed this is about to be played, so that she's not caught off guard by these things that are very traumatic to watch, I'm sure. What else did happen today? We have the prosecution showing messages on Instagram that Wilson sent, who's also known as OTMDD, DeAndre Wilson. He sent a video around that allegedly referred to Quando Rondo after the shooting, and there are laughing emojis that were sent. But this is noted on cross-examination that he did not write the text in this video, he just sent this video, and these were people's responses to him sending this video. We did not get to see what this video is. I'm going to look into it later today and see if I can find out. So, at the end of the prosecution asking Detective
She mad bored, right?
Karius about these questions, Brian.
It seemed like she just got out of college, like she's just like this her first trial sign. Like you gotta be animated with this shit, baby girl.
The side that I was sitting on was primarily Durk and his team's family and friends, and so they were very excited to see what Brian Steele was going to bring to the table and going to poke holes in the prosecution's case, and he did poke holes in the prosecution's case. One thing that he did immediately was bring up these cooperators that have been talked about, and that is Grant, who the defense is alleging orchestrated everything, not Logan.
Right.
Grant, and then along with Hester, who also I believe is Hester, who is going to be also testifying for the prosecution. He brings them up, tells them cooperators, and then talks about how they were interviewed time and time and time again, but their interviews were hardly recorded. So he brings up the exact number of times, not necessarily that they were interviewed, but that Detective Karius was in the room when they were interviewed. He brings up that Hester was interviewed 30 times, but only 3 were recorded. Karius said, I do not recall. Brian also brought up that Detective Karius was present 5 times with Keith Jones, and only one of those times was recorded. And he asks Detective Karius, who makes this decision? Why would you record? Detective Karius said, yes, I always record my interviews. So Brian Steele countered, why were these not recorded? Why were these very important interviews not recorded? And Detective Karius claims or alleges that it's a U.S. attorney procedure.
Yes, that is
so
the procedure. That is the procedure.
Is what Brian Steele clarified. The prosecution was meeting with these people and not recording what was being said. So Grant met in the room with Detective Karius 10 times, and he was never recorded.
He did 10 profits.
And he asks Detective Karius, why would you, multiple times, why would you not record? He's trying to clarify, like, why were these interviews not being recorded? And Detective Karius says, I can't say, I always record. He reiterated that. And Brian said, do you think that's, because you know that's the best way, to get, he said, pure, what is being said that's pure, that's the best way is to record. And Detective Karius says, yes, he agrees with that. Brian Steele's exact quote is, your preference is to have it pure. And Detective Karius said yes. So then Brian Steele brings up the point that these people who are cooperating, these cooperators, Grant and Hester, they are being charged themselves. They have already pleaded guilty. They know they face a life in prison. They've decided they've been caught. They are in fear of living out the rest of their lives in prison.
Right, that's the whole defense.
And Detective Karius says, yes, this is true. And
That's what they gonna say to
They're
Jam too
in
on the
a
stand,
really
and
bad
Vonnie.
position. And Steele further states it could be possible that there is motivation to put innocent people behind bars. And Detective Karius says it is possible.
It is possible.
During that time,
Right.
everyone in the room was
Because
really
anything is
excited,
possible.
lots of
In this type of
lots
scenario,
mm-hms. So
anything
people
is
were
possible.
Really rooting for Steele in this examination. Another thing.
Y'all see what she just said? He asked the detective, so it's possible these guys could be lying. The guy's saying, yes, it is possible they can be lying. You get what I'm saying? Because they got to say that. They cannot just say, oh, this is the truth, this is the truth. They got to prove it. You get what I'm saying? The detective wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? Real shit. Niggas don't be knowing, gang. This shit is really, like, niggas don't know. You could beat them, bro, and you just got to go to trial. Niggas don't beat the feds because they don't go to trial. But the feds got a case, bro. I don't think they going to beat this. I think they got a 20% chance. Because I don't think Durk going to take the stand. If Durk take the stand in his own defense, if Diddy take the stand in his own defense, they got a higher chance of beating this. That's the only way that they beat this, bro. I'm telling you.
There's no document. There's no proof that he knew of the credit card bill. They looked at the credit card bill. He knew of his position at this company. And then the other thing that he points out with these flights is that they were purchased by someone named Jason Smith, and the prosecution alleged that a text sent by Durk that said, "Don't book."
So Jason Smith got to be co-conspirator 3 then.
It don't even matter at this time.
Because I think they're going to testify.
At this
like,
point,
I
all
think
that
they probably
matters
had
is
some-
niggas that's
like they were
testifying.
threatened with some obstruction or something like that. And
Niggas
the
that's
government's gonna have
testifying
that
is the
person
only
to
thing
say,
that
"Hey,
matters,
I only
bro."
book flights. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I did book the flights that
Real
ended
shit.
up being the flights that may have been for the guys who did the murder, but I didn't know any part of the plan, so I would imagine they would testify for the government.
Real shit.
That would
That's
be
the only thing that
co-conspirator
matters.
3, and that person would just be a government witness.
No flights under no names involved with me. That insinuates that Lil Durk was orchestrating this but didn't want it to come back to him. But the prosecution, Brian Steele, says, why would they then book flights that with names that'll come back to him? At first, Detective Carter said, you know, the flights were already booked by the time Durk sent this message, so there was nothing that could be done. But then Brian Steele points out, were there not flights booked the next day under the same names, under the same card, by Jason Smith
Right.
after Durk sent that message? And Detective Carter confirmed this. So that was like the highlights of Brian
So
Steele's
why they didn't book the flights?
kind of what
Why
he
they didn't book the flights in a different name
we
to
then
go back
had
after the
defense
murder?
for Wilson come up, and Wilson's defense is he was a passenger.
By the way, keep in mind, for every witness, Brian Steele's
That's
gonna
the
go
smartest
first,
thing they could do, bro.
Then Wilson, then Lindsay. So there's going to be...
The smartest thing they could do is put Durk on the stand, gang, because if they put Durk on the stand, then, like, the jurors, like, nobody's going to defend you like you. A lot of people in trial, they don't say nothing. They just let their lawyer do all the talking. And sometimes it's better that you take the stand because, nigga, if you a juror and, like, you like, why this nigga not saying nothing? Or these niggas was his friends, they accusing him of this, let him get on the stand and say that, no, Vonnie had to do that, nigga. Vonnie felt some type of way about Vaughn, nigga. It was a traumatic offense. Yeah, I'm mad that Vaughn lost his life and all that, but I got so much going on. I'm not worried about trying to kill people. That's Vonnie. Vonnie did that. That nigga is just lying on me trying to snitch to get out of jail. You feel what I'm saying?
People on cross. There's going to be a direct, which is the government. Then after the government will come the cross. And then after the cross, you have possibly what's called a redirect. Okay? But just know that the lawyers for Didi and for Lindsay, they could follow up after Brian Steele.
He was flown out. He did not know what was going on. He was.
If Durk is smart, they're all co-defendants. Usually, there's a possibility that maybe Didi could, skate on certain charges and certain other people get found guilty on those same charges. But in general, you want those lawyers, obviously looking out for their client's best interest, but not working independent of each other because, again, you don't want to be the person just repeating what the last lawyer said, but also if the last lawyer didn't, button up something on the way, that might be your job to go do it because, again, Brian Steele is arguing for a across-the-board acquittal. Right? Now, they're independent lawyers because the other guys, well, the last guy, Lindsay, he has to argue
that he didn't pay.
Potentially a acquittal for, since he's one of the shooters.
Right.
But Didi's lawyer is going to play piggyback off Brian Steele, trust.
passenger in the car this entire trip.
Right, that
And this was
nigga,
normal
the
for
shooter
him.
nigga is cooked. The nigga that shot is cooked. He's just trying to prove that he's helping Durk because he's trying to say that he shot and he didn't shoot for no murder for hire. If he could prove that it wasn't a murder for hire, he could beat it because there's no such thing as killing somebody in the feds. Just killing somebody just to kill them. So it's sad because you could, yeah, the murder did happen, but the feds has no law for that. That's why K-Flock beat his body. Because the feds don't have a law for you just killing somebody. That's not federal law. That's state law. You get what I'm saying? And then the state can't charge it now because it'll be double jeopardy once the feds pick it up. That's why the feds take so long to pick up certain cases. That's why the state will just keep a case that's supposed to be federal because they don't want a nigga to beat the body. The feds, you could beat a body if you could prove that it wasn't for hire, if you prove that it wasn't in retaliation, if you could prove that it wasn't stalking, and if it wasn't like witness tampering. You could beat the bodies in the feds for that. If they just say that, oh, if the nigga could get on the stand and admit to shooting a nigga and still beat this body. K-Flock admitted to shooting a nigga and still beat the body. K-Flock lawyers admitted to shooting a nigga and still beat the body. Yeah, niggas just don't understand it and comprehending that in federal court. They don't understand that. Niggas do not understand this. This is what none of these bloggers understand. The nigga that shot the gun can say, yes, me and Jam did this, but it was not for a body. It was for revenge. It was not for hire. The murder was not for hire. Durk had nothing to do with this. And he can still beat it. That is what I'm trying to explain to niggas. That's what niggas don't understand.
It's just going to be whatever reporters need. So if you want to actually get the full breakdown, make sure you jump on Ross's page. Because he's the only one really with boots on the ground with this whole trial. Somebody will comment.
You can have boots on the ground and still don't know what you're talking about when it comes to federal law. That's what niggas don't understand. Niggas don't understand that part, bro. This is a federal trial, bro. This is not YSL, bro.
So he is, tapped in.
Like,
spoken on the trial.
Niggas don't understand that, bro.
He's absolutely tapped in.
This is a federal trial.
Absolutely.
This is the points that niggas is not making. The shooter that's on he can still beat it because of this. Durk could beat it because of this. Diddy could beat it because of this. This is how they could beat this. The only way they could beat this case.
We are gonna try to get Mimo here. Remo, if you're here, could you assist with possibly getting Mimo's 600 on the stream? We would love to have a conversation with them. I know you guys were saying like, hey, we got to get some people that are some pro Durk people on here. Trust me, I'm trying. Okay? Trust me, I'm trying. Let's see.
That's what niggas don't understand. You can still beat the body in the feds. You can beat the body in the feds, nigga, as long as you prove it's not for hire.
We'll get whack on later.
Like, they calling the wrong niggas about this.
I gotta imagine. I would love to know what Keith thinks. Does he look at this and be like, damn, I got out at the right time? Somebody says, isn't Mimo locked up? Is he?
Nigga, mad points niggas missing on this, bro.
OTF?
Mad
Last
points,
we saw
bro.
He was in Savannah looking to catch a hat.
And it's crazy because the masses is paying attention to certain
he's
niggas and niggas don't understand shit, bro. Like, niggas do not understand federal law, bro. It's mad simple, bro. Niggas just don't understand it, bro. Niggas don't understand why they doing this type of defense. They like, yo, why is the shooter nigga lawyer saying that? He's cooking himself. No, he's not. There's no such thing as a regular murder in the feds, bro. There's no such thing as that. That's why K-Flock beat his case,
Has he spoken
man.
on anything when it comes to Durk?
That's why K-Flock beat his case, bro. Yeah, he blew to the Rico, but he beat the body, nigga. Even though that is like life, K-Flock come home.
We got a full video here, and we have a Vaughn also arrest footage. We'll get to all those type of things. All right.
That's why K-Flock beat it, bro.
All
All right, so I'm back outside the courthouse. It is very, very hectic out here, okay? But I've got an update for you guys. I'm going to try and just do like...
By the way, for anybody who's at the courthouse, and I want to be fair. I know we rock with Trap Lore, but I do want to be fair in giving all you guys a shine, platforming all you guys, giving your breakdowns. Again, we want different perspective. Trap Lore is just uploading a little bit faster than y'all and more often than y'all. But I am committed to watching whatever you guys have as well.
More just short, quick updates so I can give you guys everything that's been going on, because there's been a lot going on. Everything's going by so fast, there's so many updates, it's hard to keep track of. But basically, we begun day 4, and I would say that there were W's for both sides today, okay? We saw some very, very interesting testimony from that lead detective who was on the stand at the end of yesterday. If you remember, the day the court proceedings ended yesterday, we had just seen the surveillance footage inside the convenience store where Quando Rondo and Lil Kha were getting snacks from at the gas station before the shooting went down. Now, what's really crazy is that we saw that footage, we saw it timed up with multiple angles of the shooting,
break it down
then
like
the
nobody.
detective came back and he
Niggas is in the courtroom and still don't understand federal law. I don't understand that. How's niggas in the courtroom and still don't understand federal law, bro? How? Like, what's going on? Like,
Didi, Asa Houston, they got all the numbers, they got all the calls that they made to each other. It was bad. But one of the craziest things that came up was Vonnie's car. Vonnie's car is a big problem. So it was parked 2 blocks away when the murder went down, but we now found out that it may well have actually seen Quando Rondo fly past in the Escalade after the shooting happened, after they fled the scene. So that's crazy. It sounded like Vonnie's car was lying in wait, waiting and looking out, seeing what happened, and then after that, he dipped out of there. Now, obviously, we know that he went to In-N-Out, and we saw some pretty messed up footage inside the In-N-Out of the 3 shooters and Didi.
You're saying the same thing, bro. We know this.
Extended footage. We already saw that they were apparently wearing the same shoes and the same...
We know this. Talk how he gonna beat it. Niggas don't know how they gonna beat this. Niggas don't know. Niggas don't understand it. Niggas don't understand law. Talk about how they gonna beat this. Talk about what the witnesses is doing. What like how it's gonna be like. Niggas content is dirt. I'm sorry, bro. It's not no hating shit. I'm just saying, bro.
The other guys were kind of looking at Jam like, yo,
act doing what he got to do. It's just act is just using references from niggas that really don't know, bro. Like,
they didn't. We're trying to infer that they might have been looking at the news as far as what happened to Quando Rondo, because not long after they showed that, they showed the TMZ footage that was captured at the scene of Pab being removed from the car and Quando screaming no. That same footage that you probably saw everywhere right after this incident happened. Now, we already saw the body cam footage of the first responder that actually took Pab out of the car, but now we saw that TMZ footage, and in context of the guys all being on their phones In-N-Out, that wasn't a great look. And I'll be honest with you, Durk had some really great moments, but he looked kind of frustrated when that news was being put across. I don't know what he was thinking, but it definitely was probably like quite frustrating for him to see these people that he allegedly has connections to all on their phones so soon after something like this happened. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean anything yet. They haven't proven that they were looking at the news, what they were doing with the phones, but obviously the fact that they was in the In-N-Out in the same shoes and the same pants as were on the surveillance footage and the ski mask of the shooting wasn't great. Now, what was really interesting is we kind of saw messages of Didi apparently having a back and forth with, I guess, some kind of like IG baddie who he was talking to. He was having conversations with a girl saying, I'm on my way to LA. She's saying, why didn't you bring me? And he said, I didn't know, and I was going to LA till 2 hours before the flight. Now, that doesn't necessarily prove anything, but it's just interesting to just see kind of more context.
Good.
And
that proves he don't know. He didn't know what was going to take place.
Come on now. Got you.
Out there. Now, that doesn't help when you're hearing these claims that, you know, they flew out with just the shirts on their backs to commit this crime. But again, the feds are kind of building up a picture at this point. Obviously, apparently, the flights were booked by somebody that worked for Durk. Durk and his team, they made it very clear. He didn't even... Brian still said, ask the detective, does Durk even know what's going on with his bank account? Does he check his bank accounts? They didn't really have any proof that Durk knew what was going on with his Amex cards. They have all different kinds of people, but the flights were booked at the In-N-Out. Like, basically, apparently, as they were going into the In-N-Out, while they were outside the In-N-Out, all of their flights back to Chicago were booked right after this supposed successful hit. Now, we saw got Jam on the phone a whole bunch. We saw everybody all looking at their phones. Lindsay hands a phone to Dee to show him something. They're all looking at their phones, all kind of talking. There's kind of moments where they're sort of look like they're laughing, joking with each other a little bit. They seem like they're in a good mood, but they're also looking shifty. They're all in the in and out, kind of looking over their shoulders, like looking out the window. It's definitely looking a little bit suspect and a little bit shifty. But basically, like, we're trying to just like build up a picture of what was actually going on immediately after that incident. So basically, after this, you know, they were going back and forth. Jam was showing his phone to other people. They were all looking at each other's phone. I feel like
they're gonna ask Jam about that. That's gonna be important. Jam, what was y'all doing at that moment?
He was kind of like looking a little bit. He was just looking a little bit frustrated with what he was seeing. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that he is cooked or anything like that necessarily, because he saw some good stuff. But when they brought up
how you don't know that, bro?
Right after the
you don't even know about nothing about feds, bro. Stop.
He looked a little bit pissed, I'm not going to lie to you. So after that, another bombshell that was really, really bad news was that apparently, okay, we've sort of been hearing this rumor of Vonnie's car, the BMW M5, kind of going between locations, sitting at Durk's house before the incident, leaving the morning of the incident from Durk's house, and being left there when they went to Miami. Well, what we heard, I thought that they were saying that the car went right back to Durk's house immediately after the hit, but apparently that's not what happened. And a lot of people are asking a question about a black Escalade that was identical to Quando Rondo's turning up to the In-N-Out Burger. Well, it turned out that when Vonnie left that spot, he went and parked the car somewhere in Hollywood, and he left it there for a few days. But you know what he did after he parked the BMW M5? He got an Uber on his account right back to Durk's house. So that's not really a good look after all of this has gone down. You park off the car and go straight back to Durk's house. Now, in addition to that, Dee had messages where he apparently sent a viral clip to OTF members. Now, it kind of sounded a little bit like maybe Dee had sent this message. They showed the message that it was at in Quando Rondo. It said, at Quando Rondo, where your pipe was at, gang, with 3 laughing emojis, 5 smoke emojis, a demon emoji, looked like a hurricane emoji, and some fire emojis along with the words risky. Now, they kind of made it sound like when the prosecution put this across that this was a message that that this was a message that Dee had put out there, or that Dee had added Quando Rondo in the comments. Well, that was kind of put across, and we heard a bunch of comments and responses from OTF members, apparently other members like Breezo, Lil Varney, TTE Wickedman, Boona. They were all in the comments basically in some kind of group thread where Dee had sent this message, and the unfortunate thing is we didn't find out until later that that was a clip from an Instagram account that showed the footage of Quando on the street screaming no, the TMZ footage that was shown in court. And Dee commented underneath that, said he playing crazy. Varney said he acting bad. While that was going on, Durk was kind of scratching his head. I don't know if he looked a bit irritated or confused or just thinking, what the hell is this? What is this evidence got anything to do with me? But obviously it was a lot to get thrown onto him. But his lawyer, Brian Steele, came to the rescue soon after. And we saw probably one of the biggest shows of power for Lil Durk in this trial so far. Brian Steele got up there, he begun his cross-examination against the detectives, and I'm not gonna lie, he was putting a little bit of belt to ass to some of those detectives. Brian Steele is showing why he's a multi-million-dollar lawyer, and he attacked the credibility of the witnesses very succinctly. He said, okay, detective, he said, you spoke to a bunch of the cooperators personally, right? You spoke to Jam, right? They said, yeah. He said, you were present with 12 different interviews with Jam. The detective said, I don't even know how many times, but it was definitely many. They basically went on to say Jam was interviewed over 30 times. The detective said, possibly. They said Jam was in confinement, right? Don't they record meetings? They said Jam only had 3 recorded interviews out of over 30. So
right.
He still was putting in work, making...
And you know what the DA is going to say in closing argument? The reason why he has only 3 that's recorded is because he told on many murders. Many murders that has nothing to do with this case that we have to investigate. That is what Jam had to speak about. So that is what the other recorded murder, the stuff that's not recorded is about. Niggas don't understand that, bro. This is what people don't understand. That is what, when I profit, I had to profit on shit that had nothing to do with that. Shit that I did in my past. You get what I'm saying? Jam has to profit on stuff that he done in his past that has nothing to do with this, bro. That is what the unrecorded stuff is about. And niggas don't notice. Niggas is oblivious to this type of information, bro. They don't notice.
said, you know, why didn't you do that? Why is that going on? There wasn't really an answer for that, and it was honestly a good look for Durk. Brian Steele was doing an incredible job of that. So they went back and forth, and then really we got kind of jammed up in a very, very long exchange with Dee Dee's lawyer. Now, Dee Dee's lawyer was essentially kind of rebutting this evidence that he had shared this at Quando Rondo, why you ain't have your pipe message. And Dee Dee's lawyer, I would say he spent too long explaining this, but this is his point that he made, and it was a point that was beneficial. It was a point that was beneficial to Durk, but I feel like he spoke about it so long that it ended up happening.
All right, chat. Ask you shall receive. We got Mimo 600. He about to be on the line in 2 seconds.
Yo, Mimo, action.
Mimo, what's the word?
What's up, man?
Man, I'm here, man. I think we watching this trial collectively. You know, as the world is watching what's gonna happen. I had to get you on here.
Right. Right. And they said Vonnie pleaded guilty. He's taking the charges. It's not about him taking the charges. Vonnie pleaded guilty. His plea is that he set it up for Durk. That is what his plea is. His plea is that he set this up for Durk. Everything is for the government is what Vonnie is doing. He plead guilty for the government. So being that he pleaded for the government, he's pleading for what the government alleged. The defense strategy is that is the loophole. Durk, he's plead guilty to what Durk alleged, but Durk didn't allege nothing. Durk alleged is that Vonnie, bro, I sat on a stand in the feds. I don't know if you know who you're talking to right now. I've seen this case before. I've been locked up with niggas with this same case. I sat on the stand in a murder trial, in a RICO trial, a federal RICO trial. I've done proffered. I've been in Vonnie's shoes. So I know everything about this. No one can tell me about this. Vonnie Vonnie pled guilty when he first got locked up. After he proffered and they seen he was telling the truth, that they believe is the truth, Vonnie proffers. Once he proffers, he cops out. He takes his time. When you take your time, Vonnie probably pled to 20 to life, 15 to life, 30 to life. Me, I pled to 40 to life. Once I plead to 40 for life, I'm waiting for the trial. You waiting for trial to come, waiting for trial to come. While you waiting for trial to come, you go proffer. You're proffering every couple of weeks, every couple of months. You go to court, you sit down, you proffer. You tell them your whole history. When you tell them your whole history, then you get into the case. They want to know about the case. So what Vonnie is pleading guilty to is stuff that they're alleging that Durk did as well. So Vonnie didn't just plead guilty saying he did all of this. He's saying he did this for Durk. That is what Vonnie pled guilty to. Durk defense is saying, no, Vonnie did that shit. Yeah, he pled guilty to all that, but Durk had no knowledge of that. He's lying about that. That is where Durk's defense is. You know what I mean?
Forgot, what are you charged with, and what's the current status of the case?
Conspiracy, machine guns, and drug trafficking. A little petty shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. My case petty as hell, bro. Guns from a nigga. Basically,
ain't nothing petty when you in jail, nigga.
I was buying guns from a nigga. But I don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro.
Yeah.
They coming out, they come slap me. Damn, they coming out slap me with a little petty case and tell me that. Like, give us some on Durk, we'll let you go. We see y'all ain't seeing eye to eye. They say, we heard you the one broke in the crib when him and Andy had the shootout in the house. They told me that. I said, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. No, nigga, I got locked up. I got locked up the same day on speed.
Mimo just clout chasing, trying to get an interview, trying to get paid for an interview, bro. That's what these niggas is doing, like trying to get paid for interviews and all that. Like nobody want to hear all that, bro. We talking about the trial, we talking about the witnesses. Well, I don't care about what Mimo talking about, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Word. Like these niggas don't know what they talking about. They don't know the defense strategy. They don't know nothing. They in court and they still don't know federal law. The way the shooter could beat the case. The way Durk could beat the case. The way Didi could beat the case. The niggas don't know none of this, bro. Like, this is really crazy that everybody's covering this and nobody know the real points, bro. Like, nobody knows the real points game. Like, this is really sad, bro. This is, like, really sad, bro. This is bum journalistic work, gang. I ain't gonna lie. That's my opinion, bro. Niggas don't know what they talking about, gang. Niggas don't know what they talking about. Like, niggas is really oblivious to federal law. The niggas is calling Durk a rat. Like, what? So K-Flock is a rat, too. Like, niggas don't understand this, bro. Niggas just don't understand shit, bro. They don't understand the feds, bro. Like, You gotta go through it to really understand it, bro. Like, or study this. This gotta be a shit. Like niggas don't understand that, bro. For real.
Gang, I can get my shit to spawns.
So
that shit don't scare me, gang. I'm a real nigga, gang. I'm gonna go sit and do my time before I take another nigga from their family, gang. I got kids, man. I got 11 kids.
Right, Vonnie is the one ratting.
11 kids, bro.
You compete with young boy. Holy shit.
Like, Vonnie is the one ratting, bro. Like, Vonnie copped out and said Durk did this. Durk did this. Durk did this. He conspired with Durk to do this. He conspired to do this. He did this. He did this. And he put Durk in it. That is what he pled guilty to, putting Durk in it.
Put you on the radar and probably think they could get you to flip or whatever. There was a lot of times that I've seen on your Instagram, you're like, yo, Savannah, I'm pulling up. Yo, I'm going here. Yeah, but you would announce your move. And I would imagine the fans
Niggas don't understand it, bro.
He's coming.
Flyboy said, yeah, I just let AI hear what you said, and they said that you spot on. Bro, I know everything about cooperation in the feds, bro. I'm a nigga that's my life was dependent on this, nigga. Like, I was in these niggas' situation. Niggas don't understand it, bro. And niggas that be hating on Durk be trying to break it down the wrong way, bro.
Nobody would have knew I was out there. I don't do those types of things. I'm an artist. I do music. But on C, I never went out there one time and said, oh, I'm on there. Where y'all at? I'm looking for y'all. No, I was out there laughing, kicking and trolling, shooting my video, bro.
Like, we all know Durk probably didn't know what happened, right? We all probably know Durk probably is guilty, but, nigga, it's hard to prove that, gang. Like, Brian Steele and them niggas, they know law, so they know how to do this, bro. They study this shit. Like, this is what they go to school for. This is what they get paid for, bro. Like, nigga, I went through so much, I could be a federal lawyer, nigga. But on my record, I can't, obviously, but, like, it's sad, bro. It's sad, you know? But like I said, bro, y'all ask me anything about this. I know every single thing about these cases, bro. Anything federal, I know what's going on.
Savannah niggas, I'm about to put him on a shirt.
No. Hell no. Bro, I done been in situations where I think these niggas, gang, and I got kids in New Orleans, nigga. I be out there in Baton Rouge. I got kids. I gotta go.
Like, he talking about, he just trying to clout chase and get an interview, bro. Niggas trying to just clout chase and get interviews. Like, I ain't with that, bro. Like, I'm trying to break down this shit so people can know what's really going on. Like, you feel what I'm saying? People don't know what's really going on, bro. People, niggas is in the courtroom coming out not reporting what's really going on. Like, because they don't know law. They don't understand it. You know what I mean? It sounds crazy when you could say, yeah, I could be facing the murder. If I'm the shooter in this case could be facing murder, nigga. The shooter, Durk Cody, the other shooter, he could get on the stand and say, yeah, I killed him and still beat this case. He can say I killed him and still beat him. All he got to do is say it wasn't for hire. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? K-Flock beat his murder because it wasn't in furtherance of the RICO. The murders in the feds have to be in furtherance of something. Murders in the feds have to be murder for hire, stalking, he killed a witness, he did it for money, something like that. It can't just be a regular murder. Revenge murder is not in the feds. They don't have that. They don't have that. That's why they put the RICO there and they say in furtherance of the gang. That's why K-Flock beat his murder charge, bro. K-Flock beat his murder because his lawyer admitted that he killed him, but it was not for the gang. It was a split of the second thing that happened. You get what I'm saying, y'all?
Before Durk got locked, it seems like you guys didn't like completely patch it up. What is the current situation and how do you what's your feelings towards what he's going through?
Man, I fuck with him. It's free bro all day on Steve. I don't never want to see no nigga in that bitch. Okay? But like, he gonna beat that shit though, bro. First of all, why the fuck would I pay y'all to slide for somebody that y'all dearly love like I do? This one of the guys, so. You know?
Well, is that how it go down in Chicago? Niggas don't slide unless they get paid, or is it like, yo, what?
Hell nah. I don't know nothing about no sliding, but I know as a man, why the fuck would I pay some niggas that love you equal as I love you to go do something for you? Y'all don't get y'all ass up off y'all feet. Oh no. Not saying they guilty or did anything, but that's just how I am thinking of it.
And Durk can say that in his defense. That's what people don't understand. People don't understand that. Like, Nick, they all could admit to doing this, but say it wasn't in furtherance, even though Durk is not doing that. But Durk, they can say, nigga, I never paid nobody nothing. What are y'all talking about? The nigga I sat on the stand on, the nigga got on the stand and said, yeah, I killed him, but it wasn't for the gang. It was because they killed my brother. That was the nigga's defense.
Think OTF jam snitching. Ooh, that's before all this shit went on. Say y'all can't just pinpoint shit and put shit on a man because y'all see some shit on social media. Ooh. And he DM me like, I fuck with you, bro. That's love. You a real nigga. Ooh. You your own man. You ain't no yes man. Ooh. Everybody know that about me, though.
Okay. But after he take the stand today, are you gonna still have the same?
Yeah, he bogus. Yeah, he bogus. I'm fucking now.
So when he take the stand today, apparently he like a tough like snitch. Like I want to call him.
Right, snitching don't take away nigga your physical ability.
Saying all that tough shit though. I'm gonna be honest with you, gang. Anybody can be tough on social media. Your ass get caught in the world. Let's see if you have that same energy on stage.
Well, apparently he's about to testify that he did at least 5 murders, and he also, when he got locked up, he beat niggas up. He got them hands. He could fight. So
everybody get their ass beat up. Anybody can get beat up.
Yeah, bro, that's the loophole. Niggas don't understand that, and that's what these bloggers don't understand. These bloggers don't understand that. That's why K-Flock beat his trial, bro. That's why K-Flock beat his trial. Well, he didn't beat it because he blew the RICO, but that's how he beat the murder. You know, understand? Y'all get what I'm saying? In feds, it's no such thing as, chat, if you see a nigga on the street and kill him, the feds will not pick that up because it's no federal law for that. It has to be stalking. It has to be, that's why the charges is stalking, resulting to death, murder for hire. It's not just murder. They have to prove that they was hired to murder them, not just that the murder happened. That's why they not saying nigga the nigga didn't die. You get what I'm saying? This is feds. This is different, gang. And that is what these bloggers don't understand, bro. That is what these bloggers don't understand. There's no such thing as a regular body in the feds. If I just kill somebody and they lose their life, there's no such thing as the feds charge it. That's how K-Flock beat his body. K-Flock admitted to doing the body, gang. K-Flock lawyer admitted to doing the body. You feel what I'm saying? The shooters in the case right here could say, nigga, we did the body, but nigga, we didn't get paid for it. And Vonnie and them is basically saying, nigga, Durk said he was gonna do right for niggas if they clapped, son. You get what I'm saying?
Why you think so? So as when you get lawyers,
anybody, yeah. But yo, man, look, I wanna watch the rest of it before I get to opening my mouth and saying the wrong shit.
Right, because you gotta know the feds.
Oh, but they ain't coming to what is this shit, you know? Oh no. I'm sitting back, I'm a gangster, I ain't worried about nobody. Well, nobody gotta think about me. I'm still, I always been a one-man army. Bro.
So wait, Durk never hit you up and be like, yo, bro, alright, fuck all this music shit. It's time to slide, nigga. Cause that's what they claiming that he was like. For real, like, yo, no more studio time, nigga. It's time to slide, nigga. Put your skates on. Time to slide.
First of all, Smirk ain't pay for my studio time, bro.
Weren't you signed to OTF? Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was signing D-Thing, man. Not Smirk.
All right, well, that's even more of a reason. You should have been the first one to slide for D-Thing.
Look,
you let them beat you to the punch, Nino. I ain't gonna lie. They beat you to the punch on that.
That's what they did?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah, you was supposed to be over there. Treating them niggas.
Y'all be crazy. Y'all be on
I'm trying to get that nigga to be a part of the case.
They beat me to it. They did all that. I'm an innocent man. I ain't slipped for a motherfucking thing with my kids. You hear me?
Damn. So you publicly basically saying you ain't really like that compared to these.
Yeah, I ain't like that. I'm a bitch. All that, yeah. I'm very publicly. Make sure you putting this on the blog.
Everybody hear it.
Yeah, y'all hear that? Officers in the background, motherfucking prosecutors. We don't got shit to do with nothing, man. Fuck no. And I was saying, niggas said I was on the case with Smirk, snitching on Smirk. But I don't got shit to do with nothing, man. Letting y'all know now. They asked me, I turned their ass down.
Damn.
Take me to, tell us something else. Look, bro.
This is gonna sound like a fucked up question. But I ain't gonna lie. if I was one of the niggas around Durk, I'd probably be like, why he don't call me for the hits? Like, I'm a real nigga too. Nigga, I'm tough just like Jam. Why he don't call you for the hits?
Look, bro. This thing I told the feds. Take me to my deck, man, so I can catch them lunch trays, so I can get this process started. I don't know nothing about nothing. Nobody got going on. So to catch that county bus or that federal bus. Cause we done with this third shit.
God damn.
No, I don't know, man. Folks ain't had nothing. Folks don't do all that though. Y'all got the wrong.
That's Mimo.
The wrong. What the fuck word you call it?
Mimo, niggas told me you had like 4 bodies. I'm gonna keep it a beat. They say you had 4 hats, man. They told me you had 3 hats and a snapback. I said, what that mean? They said
I don't even wear hats. I got my dreads.
I'm trolling, by the way. Don't clip this.
What they say a snapback is? What they say a snapback is?
Yeah, niggas don't understand this shit, bro. Y'all know I'm gonna break it down the best way it could be broken down, bro. I've been in this situation, nigga. I know it.
Oh man.
I know it, bro.
So wait, do you kind of look at this and be like, man, I don't care what niggas say about me. At least I stayed out the way, man. At least I stayed out the way. Because it looked like
everybody, if they watching on stream right now and they know me most 600 game, they already know that on Listy. I never gave a fuck about what nobody think about me, said about me, none of that. You play your ass. Yeah, I'm chilling though on Steve. All them got their own shit going. I'm sitting back watching the blogs like everybody else. I don't know nothing on, Oh no. I'm just waiting on them free throw on Steve. I'm chilling.
You know who called me one day mad as hell as you? And I was like, man, if Mimo see this guy, I hope he got his Nikes on. He better run.
Hey, look, anybody you finna name, I guarantee you on Steve, they ass a goofy, nigga.
Yeah, bro. Niggas don't understand that. It's so much shit that niggas is missing when it comes to this trial, bro. So much stuff, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro. So much stuff, bro. Like, this shit could really be lit. Like, niggas could really break this shit down for real, bro. Like, niggas is not breaking it down for real because, like, I guess niggas is not privy to that type of information. Niggas don't understand what it's like. Niggas don't understand the law. Niggas don't understand the feds, you heard? Like, it's really different, gang. Like, you really could beat this. Like, niggas don't beat the feds because they don't go to trial, you heard? Like, I think he gonna lose. But I think it's a chance, bro.
Shit with me, all that tough shit. Only motherfucker ever tried that was dead, gang. I'm not into all that deep shit. I'm not in tune with them. I don't got nothing to do with that shit. But nigga, no, bro. I ain't gonna play. And I be by myself.
Come on, nobody want to hear none of that, bro.
It took me about 20 trials, but I ultimately calmed him down because I think he was ready to crash out on me. And I was like, you know, I had to tell him to think about his kids. He living a good life. But I don't know what you did. You pissed him the hell off. And then he challenged you to show 100K.
That's because I tweak with dude the crazy leg.
Oh, you were talking about... yeah, but that's not fair, though. You wasn't talking to Ben 10 like that when Ben 10 was, like, running sprints like he was Noah Lyles.
Nigga, you stupid.
I'm on Google right now. I'm trying to see if you was tweaking with him. What's wrong?
Yo, desktop moving slow or something, nigga. You don't know who the fuck you talking to. Shout out my boy Mello Odom, though, man. Y'all know what's going on, Mello Odom. But yeah, your desktop running slow, man. You better ask about me. I be chilling, gang. I don't got nothing to do with that beef, none of that bond shit. My homie lost his life. Rest in peace to him, God.
Yeah, but you got
slide. Last laugh. I don't got to do nothing. I don't even know what sliding is, man.
That's a great answer.
I'm the smart. Look, I'm gonna tell you 100% something you don't know about me, gang. I'm the smart one out the crowd on Steve, nigga. How you think I survived this long? Look at all my friends and homies and dead in the jail, man. My case from 2021, a fucking gun, gang. That's slight shit. Don't do all that dumb. I might troll.
Right, like let's get into the trial.
Like, you know.
Like, let's get into the trial. How they gonna beat it? Like, let's get some niggas up here that know the law, bro. Like, word.
Now, a lot of times your videos be making it sound like
nigga, they get me on these streams. Nigga, I'm gonna break it down for real.
I get money off all y'all clicking on that shit too, Steve, man. You know how that shit go on.
Yeah, I know how it go.
You be having all that fluky shit. You be having on your shit.
What's your relationship with 600 Breezy?
That's my shop. Folks cool. We from the same block. What's the problem? He passed away recently.
He passed away?
He did, man.
Wait, natural causes? Like how?
He got murdered. Natural causes,
Oh, shit.
Natural causes, y'all let's better stop playing, man. I don't know shit about that, though. When my kids, I'm chilling. I'm always foul. So I don't got nothing to do with that, but that's my whole point. God
Act live.
had the last say so.
Act live on YouTube.
Okay, so do you have any...
Act live on YouTube. Y'all know, gang. Y'all know I know what's up.
Again,
Like,
this is all allegations. I don't believe none of this shit about
like
I talk,
niggas don't know how to break it down. Like, niggas don't know how Durk could really beat the trial, gang. Like, they don't understand it. They don't understand what cooperation is and proffers and all that. Like, niggas don't understand that, gang. Like, you feel me? That's why I'm here breaking it down. Like, y'all know I don't even do this, bro. I don't even do this, bro. But I gotta be here live. Why these? I gotta show y'all. I gotta show y'all, bro.
Like, all that extra shit niggas be putting on y'all, saucing that shit up. No matter all the shit we got going on or had going on, that's my dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I've been waiting for like...
You asked him. Nigga, your last interview with him, you asked him, what's up with me, Mo? He just broke.
Yo,
Steve, bro. Like,
I've been waiting 5 years to ask you this question, man. Were you lying about saying that Chief Keef ran on a hitman? Stop playing, man. You gotta stop playing with Big Sosa.
Damn, what you brought that up?
I've been waiting for a long time to ask you. I ain't like when you said it. It resonated well with me. Sosa never ran on a goddamn hit. Stop playing.
Look, I'm blind. Only thing I can tell you is ask him, man. I ain't gonna get on him and say no extra shit, no too much. He know, gang. I ain't gonna even do that to my boy, though. Listen, I'm really him, bro. I'm really him, gang. Been around in this shit, bro.
Oh, that's like word on the street. Yeah, nah. Everybody know how Keith get down. Everybody know how Keith. Hey. You know what I was also shocked about? I don't believe the feds at all. But they kind of claiming that Smirk was so pissed that niggas from O Block ain't slide. He was almost telling his guys like, yo, we might have to spank them niggas in O Block. I know you and him ain't see eye to eye. Have you ever thought, yo, Smirk might have got the guys to give you that belt?
You said Mike got the who?
He might have got his guys to, you know what I mean? Like, if he not fucking with you, he not fucking with you. Like when they said they had people going around looking for Mona Duke or whatever, I'm like, what? This shit don't make sense.
You talking about buddy, the Muslim nigga that got killed at the pork chop restaurant?
Oh, wait. I'm talking about you now, nigga. Like, what I'm saying is, did you ever think that, you know, if you and Durk not seen eye to eye, shit, he might have somebody come...
On Steve McGee, nigga, that's some shit niggas don't know. I'd have had some shit going on in a circle before Smirk and treating niggas on Mo. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to Shorty on Mo. Then I'm motherfucker say shit or do shit to him on Steve, nigga. Smirk and Zoo on Lil Steve. That's some shit the world don't know.
Hey, why that nigga DJ claim you was disloyal? Like he said you don't got a loyal bone in your body, man. What the fuck was up with that?
Next question, gang. We not bringing up nobody, gang. We ain't turning nobody up.
Nah, I feel you on that.
We gonna turn any motherfucker up. We gonna turn each other up.
Okay, would you, you know, this case is going on. Do you think that, what does this change in Chicago and how Chicago artists...
I'm about to get some food. I got some food right there. I'm coming right back. Give me 30 seconds.
Move after this case because we're seeing that they're connecting dots that I guess could be connected, but like, it's this is some shit that if it was state government, Illinois and Chicago PD, Cook County ain't never gonna get to this type of shit. But now they're talking about murder for hire. Do you think that this changes the way how shit goes down with just even these allegations on Smirk?
Look, gang, if you a smart man and you know, gang, you have to have a money trail behind murder for hire, gang. Booking niggas flights ain't no money trail for murder for hire, gang. Like, for real. I ain't trying to do the police job and all that, but you feel me?
Yeah. Hey,
that ain't no murder for hire right there, gang.
Hey, like, actually, I ain't gonna.
I'm on your ass too, bro. You supposed to been got me up there. You got all these miscellaneous ass niggas up there.
No, yo, you be going to LA. You gotta come to New York. I'm out here.
Nigga, I'll be in New York too, nigga, on Steve. Remo, your petty ass supposed to been set that up. I'm on your ass too.
Hey, by the way, did you ever? Wait,
I'm here, chat. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm here, y'all. I'm heating up some food real quick.
Okay, are you trolling me like how King Von told me about Duck, or like really you piece?
No, I won't Steve, nigga. I ain't gonna murder.
Yeah, they was in Durk's name. They was in Durk's name. I'm about to break down everything right now, y'all. We about to get into the real. I know we've been keeping 100 people in here, but you know I'm used to having way more people. But we gonna break it down, bro. Niggas go spam act chat. Let them know like niggas is really breaking this down the right way, the federal way. You heard?
Okay, without even mentioning who, if anybody, are you into it with anybody right now? Like, is there anybody in Chicago that said, man, if I see that nigga Nemo, man, I'm gonna treat that nigga, man. I'm gonna shit. We collected a hat that day. Is there anybody you into it with now, or all your beefs are done?
I don't got no beef, man. All my kids, nigga, I can go comfortably to the right, comfortable to the right.
Really? No issues.
No issues. Answer my question now. Why you got on that tight ass do-rag with that hat on top of it?
Shit.
I'm looking at
I'll tell you why. Because yo, this Durk shit hurt my brain. Hold on.
I'm going. I heard. Somebody told me you better not go to that courtroom. Bro,
I'll be back. I'm right here, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here like.
Definitely gotta go, man.
I'm here like 30 more seconds.
I gotta go. Hey. But I got a better question for you. They claim that Durk was mad at O Block for not sliding. What'd you think about them not sliding? You the one that at least went to Savannah, even if you went to shoot a video. What'd you think about them not sliding?
Man, that don't got nothing to do with no sliding. I don't know, gang. I can't even tell you if I know. Anybody want to come to me, ask me good advice, gang. I ain't gonna get no niggas like. I'm gonna tell a nigga to go pray on it. You know, for real.
Hey, when you go, yo, listen, man. My boy Aiden Ross, he hit me up. He said, yo, he wants some Chirac niggas on his fighting card. We seen Ruger step in the ring. He put the beats on the nigga. What's up, man? Are you down to get in the ring? You know what I mean? Guns down, fist up.
Hey, tell him originally what was going on. I'm just gonna say you tell him, nigga. How you think Ruger got in the ring, nigga? On Steve.
Oh, you was gonna fight Ruger? Nah, that was a bad
so originally, I had
Nigga gotta get some grub in his life, chat.
And then it ended up being Ruger with Duty Fault, but originally that was
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, me, I fuck with you, but like, I ain't gonna lie. I think Ruger might have did it to you, man. Like, Ruger looked like he ain't got the most speed, but he had a lot of power, man. I watched that shit. I'm like, oh, hell no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
We're talking about nothing. Let's get to this trial. Let's break down this trial.
Fuck, gang. And these bitches hurt. These knuckles hurt. These bitches buy one, get one free, too on Steve, but
nah, they saying.
Hey, do you kind of look?
They saying what Vonnie copped out too.
Kind of like drop out, whether it's
basically
life, they get locked up.
Let me tell y'all something real quick.
Do you feel like you're fortunate, and do you feel like you made it out?
Let me tell y'all something. What Vonnie copped out to, Vonnie copped out, right? And said he did all of this because Durk said him to do this. You know what I mean? What Durk is saying is, no, that nigga did that without me having no knowledge of that. You get what I'm saying?
Isn't the feds? Damn. Aren't you kind of scared that they might, like, shit, 5 years is a long time.
Bro, I've been to the joint before.
So basically, we ain't gonna get the body cam video of you sounding like Lil Ted.
Hell nigga, on Steve, nigga. I was waiting on.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, we waiting for that video. Like, if we get the video of Mimo, like, nah, please tell me about a couple nah, don't do this to me. Nah, don't bring me in there. Nah, bro.
Hit me up, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'm looking at the window. I see the riot shields, the helmets, and the AR-15. First thing in my head is body cam. That's all. I was thinking about what they coming from better than that body cam. That's the first shit. As soon as they come, I said, oh, let's see, nigga, ask them, nigga. When they put me in the cuffs, I said, free smirk, oh, Steve.
All right, I'm gonna get the body cam, and if you crying and sobbing.
Yeah, now look, when they said, we got a warrant for you, I said, what I do? They said, it's a federal warrant. I said, free smirk. I started laughing on Steve.
Oh, shit. Wait, did you at first think that they were trying to bunch you in with that? Or did you know that definitely you ain't got nothing to do with that?
Yeah. I know definitely 100% I don't got nothing to do with it, but I thought they was coming to question me about that shit. I knew 100% I ain't got nothing to do with it. Which they did question me, and I don't know shit, so they brushed that shit right off. I kept, every time they brought it up, I brushed it up. I can't tell y'all nothing, I don't know. I can see if I knew shit and I'm trying to get home to my 11 kid, I don't know shit to tell y'all. What, I'm allowing the man and put some shit on him just so I can come home?
Now, Mimo, you know when we get the goddamn interrogation footage, if you tell him on some shit like,
how you even get in the room to say that? And in fact, you can't even get in the room to say that unless you go to do a proffer. Sometimes niggas get in proffer rooms and they don't have enough information and the feds let them go. And they still went and snitched. It'll come up as a sealed document. It'll come up that Mimo went to court and they asked him about some shit to see if they want to let him out of jail. That's crazy if he did that. It sounds like that's what he did, and he just don't want, and he don't think people gonna know what he. It sounds like that nigga told just now.
The only reason why Mimo ain't telling is because he only facing like 5 to 7 years, man. If that nigga was facing 50 to 70, he would have been told. He would have been like Jams.
I'm gonna bond my shit 5 to life, nigga. On Steve, go look up my charges. Real time. You got my shit 5 to life, nigga.
Oh shit.
I got conspiracy for drug trafficking and shit, nigga. My shit 5 to life,
nigga. Pablo Escobar or something like that?
No, nigga. I had a picture. Allegedly, it's a picture of me with a bag of weed and a gun in my hand. That's automatic. You know, if you know your law.
He not lying.
A picture with a bag. They making it like you trying to.
Why he saying they question him though?
With the gun.
They don't question you.
I was on some crop checks and shit, taking pictures. That's all. I don't do no drugs. I don't steal drugs. I used to smoke weed 5 years ago. I ain't smoked 5 years.
Only way they question you is if you went and did a profit, nigga.
Regret some of your social media antics because you know a lot of people they get sent off by that, even if you just trolling around.
Of course, I got boys, I got sons, bro. My son's 14. Wake up, go on YouTube, see his daddy on that shit. That shit embarrassing.
Do you regret doing the Ben 10 challenge?
I ain't do the challenge. I laid down and took a picture. The challenge was
real shit, fly boy.
Nah, man. You know how they carrying it. They carrying it that personal. So like, you know, I would advise.
Nigga said they questioned me and asked me about the Durk shit, but I told them I didn't know because I really don't know. How they even sit you down and question me? And the feds, they gotta ask for a profit. They don't just bring you in without you knowing for a profit. You know you going to a profit.
On my Instagram and on Steve. My new IG.
Well, just Mimo FRM060, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody go check out Mimo, man. Mimo's on the gram, man. Y'all go check him out. I got his page right here on the screen. Go check him out. Whatever you think about him, don't type it in the chat. Type it in his DMs, all right? Now, he might want to meet
bunch
up.
of niggas that know nothing about
I don't know.
the facts.
Shoot a video there.
Yeah. Hold on, features for the low. Free smirk. Oh, no. And I'm still, nigga, I'm going to go to the court, but I'm on house arrest. They give me movement. I just left Vegas with 607 up. The judge granted my motion to go out there and shit. I get moving now.
You don't think they would grant you, you know, that you could go to the trial, or because that's not work, they won't let you?
Hell no, I know 100% they ain't let me go. Yeah, they already said I can't go back to the rack. I'm a kingpin, all type of shit, bro.
What? You a kingpin? Oh shit.
I was sick. At bond court, they said that shit. I can't go anywhere I go. I can't go to the rack though.
Man, when I hear about kingpin, I be thinking niggas making mad bread. Yo, you be balling out like that? Let me look through your page, man. Look through your page, man. Hey, Hey, you still got that OTF chain, or you like sold it?
No, I lost my shit.
You
I'm
look.
still on some
Stop
shit.
it, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had a fake chain on the pendant, and that bitch broke somewhere, and that bitch fell. I was down, man. That shit was years ago.
Oh, so you had the OTF pendant, the real one, on a fake chain, and the chain broke, and then.
Yeah, tell you the truth, I ain't gonna. This Memo gang. I ain't gonna get on this bitch and look bigger than I am. Just me, gang.
Yeah,
if y'all don't know,
that's unbelievable.
The real one, the fake stuff know me, gang. I ain't gonna get on this bitch and flex like I got my Steve Drive teeth. I got 2 packs, you know, 2 protects. I'm bossed up. Earrings, all that. I ain't got my OTF piece though. I wish I did. That's every shit.
Okay, so would you consider yourself OTF or not?
I'm Nemo 600 with kids, bro. I don't get into none of that shit. OTF is a family gang. That's not no gang, not no organization, none of that. That was a rap group gang that I entered with D-Thing gang. I was trying to get my family out the trenches. That's what they did. So, other than that, I don't know what niggas got going on. I wanted a part of that other shit, whatever y'all looking at.
From your personal experience, including even the snitches, from your personal experience, if you knew any of them, whether from Durk to Didi to I don't know who Lindsay is, but you got Jam, we got Vonnie, everybody on that case, no matter how they fit in, who's the realest nigga that, you know, fuck if they're cooperating, just be like, that's the real nigga that's in that case, because we don't really know some of these guys. We don't know really what they kind of built like. Who you would say?
Shit, Didi, Smurf, Boogie, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
They're not gonna say Jim because he's telling them.
Nigga, man. I never.
Yeah, Diddy had fallen out before. Old school, that's my dog. You know me, I troll and shit. I ain't fucking some of his people, so we run in. Diddy cool.
You gotta piece it up with his little brother. Y'all gotta go on a drill together.
Man, you better get his police ass on. You talking about little folks that was crying on that shit?
He wasn't crying, nigga. He was just, you know, he had allergies. That's not what he had.
That's probably why I fought them both.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, let me ask you this question. Let's take it off of him. All right, you a nigga who I'm expecting that.
Whatever y'all want to know about this trial, ask me. I'm gonna tell y'all, and that's the fact.
Let's say the lifestyle you live, you had a little brother who say, "Yo, Mima, I want to be like you. I want to be about that life," but you know he not about it. You know how you just said 5 years for a poll or whatever. Like, hey, if that's what it is, it is.
I used to want to be like my little brother. I was bro.
Like your little brother, or your big brother?
My little brother, bro.
Oh shit.
Steve was my only son, gang. We came out the same coochie.
Oh shit. No.
Steve Drive, that's my shit. Me and man on photo.
Oh, so basically, like if you were supposed to be, so you would never be in that position, basically, what she's saying. Like you never. Did you feel pressure? Did you feel pressure like, yo, man, I gotta live up to what he got going on?
Nah, man, I just feel like I can't let my little brother down. Just going through life without being nothing. I ain't talking about no slime shit. Just I gotta be something. He ain't died for nothing. The streets owe me. Oh, Steve, he died in the streets. The streets owe me. And what I do, turned up, got my family out the trenches, bro. Made my mama proud.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope.
Thanks to Smirk and D-Thing on Steve, they was a big part of that. I had my own shit though. I started myself off with Steppers. That was my hit song. Then they came and grabbed the motherfucker. Then I got to going crazy after that. Matter of fact, go check that jump out, everybody. We had done 50-some million views.
Oh shit. No, yo, chat, we finna bump that shit right now. Hold up. You about to bump it right when we
not. We ain't bumping that. We ain't bumping that. Yeah, bro. Whatever niggas want to know about the trial, y'all already know. I got niggas, bro. You feel me? Make sure everybody, if you tapped in, make sure you subscribe so y'all can catch all the lives that I do on this shit, bro. You feel me? Make sure y'all catch all the lives that I do. You feel me? Because I'm going to be covering this shit. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna get to it. So make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can be ready for me to do any content. I'm gonna get to it. I gotta do another video and I got work soon. So make sure y'all subscribe, y'all. Make sure y'all comment. Let me know what y'all think about what I was breaking down. I'm gonna leave it up here. Y'all can clip this up. Y'all can send this to anybody. Y'all can clip it, post it on Instagram. How I was breaking this shit down. Excuse me. How I was breaking this shit down the right way and everything. And y'all niggas post it. Y'all do what y'all do. Get y'all money. Get y'all views. Get whatever, you heard. But y'all know this the best breakdown y'all ever gonna get when it comes to this shit, you heard. It's your boy Kha.Reality. I'll be back live tonight, you heard.
Kha.realityTV, AHA.
Yeah, that's the one. That page is a movie. This nigga is covering all New York street activity, and it is a movie.
Listen, man, big shout out, man, to Kha.realityTV, man.
Hey, Kha.Reality.
If you know him, you know he was really was on that.